We're back for right now, yeah. I don't know if it's working though. I guess we'll see. We were trying to figure out why the alarm didn't go off. Oh, okay. Oh, SARS, I know why. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I know how to figure it out. I know what to do. I know what to do. As long as it's better, but hold on. I know what needs to be done. I made my Discord DMs private because I was getting the scam messages and stuff. So I had to make it private. Because I had, yeah, so that's all. But I think as long as it's fixed, I feel better. All right. So maybe all there needed was a reboot. I don't know. Hi, Zaruda. How are you? Sorry if I was distracted before. I kind of had to figure out my shit. But let's see. What can we learn from that? Let's see. Hi, Gary. How are you?
And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated with 100% certainty.
What about if...
It's broken.
I'm doing okay. Hi, Duo. Hold on. Wait, Duo. I love you too. But I'm pausing this because I don't know if you're here. You can't see this. Get out. Get out of here. I love you and I appreciate the support though. Thank you very much. Don't spoil yourself. This man coming in here like, I'm like, stop. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Get out of here. There's the door. There, you know that little sound that's like, there's the door, bitch. There's the door. I appreciate it. I appreciate that you want to be here for me. I really do. Thank you. Hi, Rip Doc. How are you? Get out. Get out. Get out. We love you. We appreciate you. But you gotta leave. You gotta go. I don't want you getting spoiled. Zaruda, I hope you're well. In case you were all wondering, Zaruda is the person who created Levi Donk, the most fantastic emote ever. Because, Argent, Duo's not playing Danganronpa until December. We need to hold as much from Duo until December. As much as possible. We gotta hold back all the spoilers. Coming in at the 5th trial. No spoiling. No spoiling in this house. But, I'm supposed to figure out, like, what the answer is, and I still don't know.
Or maybe Maki is telling a lie.
No, I don't think she is. Do I want the answer? God. I think Tesla, the electro bomb, was the safest piece of evidence to be on. In all honesty, that was the safest one to be on. Didn't give away anything. Oh, okay, Monster. Thank you. I was super close earlier.
I did attempt to enter the hangar. And I tried to destroy
I have
the
no
control
idea
panel
with which
my
one
knife.
because we got so derailed.
At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
Hi,
If you had
Bolts.
approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated with 100%
Oh, fuck.
certainty.
Maybe it was just broken. Perhaps it was turned to a special setting.
Nope.
Oh no!
Maybe it wasn't to deal with the alarm
I did attempt to enter the
itself.
hangar. And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't
Am
go
I
off.
supposed to say that she didn't
If you
destroy
approach
it
the
with her
shutter,
knife?
The alarm would have activated with 100% certainty.
Maybe it was just broken.
How are you, you, Bolt.
Turn to a special setting?
You know what?
Maybe Maki is telling a lie. Did you really try to break the control panel?
I feel bad telling her that she's
going to tell any more
lying.
lies.
Because, do I want a hint? I feel like... Didn't Argent try to give a hint earlier? I feel dumb. But sure, you can give a hint. You can give a hint. Also, Wrath the Noob, I don't know if you were still here, but thank you very much for the raid. I am so sorry that we had tech issues in the middle of your raid. I feel so bad, but thank you very, very much. Oh, okay. I see, Freakish. I see. If the alarm, in fact, did not go off, which statement is the most obviously wrong? The 100% certainty? I would think. It's like 98 here. Get
I did
yourself
attempt to
some
enter the
water.
hangar, and I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time,
Wouldn't that prevent 100% certainty? Because it would have fucked up everything.
the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter,
Did she really approach it? Yes.
the alarm would have activated.
Am I gonna miss? Oh, I did it!
That's wrong!
Damn.
There is a way to disable the alarm
Oh,
system.
okay, so that's how servers work, Freakish. I did not know that. But thank you, I appreciate that. That took way longer than necessary. I apologize for me to figure this out. But I appreciate you all. Thank you. I won't lie, I was getting a little disheartened because, like, I couldn't figure out what it was. But I appreciate you all sticking with me through it.
Then the only other person who could have used one is Kokichi, right?
Huh?
Yes.
Why would I use an electro bomb?
Why not?
No reason to shut off the alarm, right? I'd be at a disadvantage if I did that.
I guess so.
Doing okay.
Come up with a reason why Kokichi would want to cut the alarm.
How are you? Maybe he just was upset that he didn't get to use it. But we know that the alarm system was neutralized. It had to be. In that case, then...
I've got it!
Wait, why are you
Disabling the
sad,
alarm
monster?
system wasn't the real objective.
What?
What was the objective? The main objective of Kokichi using an electro bomb was... Keep Kibo away! Ha! Fuck Kibo, I guess. Disable the press's safety button? Maybe that?
That's it! It was
That's
to
messed
deactivate the
up!
safety function on the press.
Deactivate the safety function?
The electro bomb wouldn't
What?
have just taken down the alarm system.
Oh, who died? Kaido died.
It also would have disabled the hydraulic press's safety function.
That's true, but why would he do that?
There's only
That
one
changes
reason anyone
every
would want
assumption
to
I
do that.
made.
I'm right. It means that we've been thinking about this all wrong.
Does that mean that Kokichi actually killed Kaido?
All wrong.
What aspect of this case runs contrary to the new evidence?
That's it!
But wait, there's more!
Kaido's cause of death.
How did the press work if it was EMP'd?
If the electro
I'd
bomb
no
was used
idea.
while Maki was trying to deliver the antidote, maybe Kaito didn't die by poison. It could be something else entirely.
What the fuck? The cause of death could now be... Bro, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Yes.
Oh no!
I believe it. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm just trying to buy myself more time. But seriously though? It's C? There is no C! What do you mean? Swipe pattern bloodstain. What would that prove? Other than the poison arrow, what could be the cause of death? I'm technically correct with the video. You just don't see it? Oh my god. Hi, Megan. Hi, Brenton. Bro. Is it gonna be like the hydraulic press?
This is it!
Mother
Hydraulic press.
fuck.
Kaito
So
could have been killed by the press after all.
I picked the murder video because it had the press crushing him. And they're like, no, it's the press. Why wouldn't him being shown getting crushed be the cause of death? Come on. It's the same melon.
What? He could have?
So did I, monster. Hi, Dolly. Hello. Killed by the video. Not killed by the video. I mean, what shows the cause of death? In my mind, I was like, the video shows the cause of death. It shows it. So, like, it's proving that that's the cause of death. But I guess you have to pick the press because the press is what killed him specifically. Is that a Killua shirt? No, it's a Nagito shirt. I think it's like both could have been a correct option when you're asking what the like what shows the real cause of death. Technically, both would be a correct answer.
If the safety was off, the press could have crushed
But it's
Kaito
okay.
while he was still
I've
alive.
noticed they've done that a lot with the later trials. I think because they want to trip you up more. They want you to give the best answer, like the very best answer. So they throw in like little other ones that could be right.
Right after I threw the antidote, I tried to open the shutter. So, Kaito should have still been alive.
I wouldn't pick the wrong answer. I graduated at our university with honors. I was very good at tests. I was in the top 4% of my high school. I was almost a biochemistry major. Yeah. It was between biochem and marketing, and I went with marketing. You would be the one to pick the wrong one? I don't know. Y'all call me dumb a lot. Sometimes I gotta remind you, I have dumb bitch energy, but that doesn't mean that I'm actually dumb. Sometimes I'm smart. I went with marketing. I did. And now I work in jewelry. You do really well with drug tests. I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you. Math and I don't have a strong relationship. That's okay. I have an okay relationship with math. That's all right. Legally Blonde protagonist look. Thank you. That means a lot. I love Legally Blonde. We'll have a not dumb command. Let's go. Not dumb. You hear that, Mom? I'm not dumb. Sometimes she watches my stream, so she might actually hear that. You know? You literally got a 0 in one semester of freshman.
Like a baka.
Eddie Yeager. is like, nah, you dumb. Literally got a 0 though. That's all right. Look, I'm not saying my sound redeems are really there to make me laugh all the time, but they kind of are.
And if he was crushed by the hydraulic press after that, then we have our cause of death.
If that's the case,
You kind
then
of
the
smell
one who killed Kaito
like a
wasn't
baka.
Maki.
Eren Yeager.
It would be whoever was operating the hydraulic press. Kokichi.
Maki's not gonna die? Okay, you know what? Maybe this trial is good.
I see. Very impressive. The hydraulic press could have been.
Die,
the cause of
Kokichi. Die, you little bitch ass.
death, but that's just a possibility.
What is another possibility?
What do you mean?
What the fuck?
It's possible that I killed Kaito with the press, but there's no way to know. Kaito's death could have been either the poison arrow or the hydraulic press.
There can only be one thing that could prove it wrong. Ooh, let's see.
Both causes are possible, but you'll never be able to determine it.
I guess, but like, why was the alarm system disabled, Tesla, you know? If Kokichi still have 2 bombs, what was he gonna do with the other bomb?
No matter what.
Party? Hot potato? The craziest game of hot potato there ever was.
No matter what? That's not true. We can probably
To create
solve
this
mystery,
very
too.
uncertainty. Imagine being that chaotic. That's crazy. Hi, Zeri. How are you? Good morning.
Right, Shuichi?
Can he just come out of the machine? Is it really possible to determine Kaito's actual cause of death? Is it possible to tell? I would say it's not, because we don't have the body to examine, but like, I don't know. Oh, I'm right.
I hate to admit it, but Kokichi is right. We have no way to prove the cause of death.
It is true. We don't have any way, because we can't examine the body.
What did you say?
I hope you're well, Zeri. Did you sleep okay? All right, let's see.
You can't check the body, and you don't have any conclusive evidence. You can't deduce any more from here on out. There's no way to know what happened. But I know, because I was actually involved.
Why does he have to whisper it like that? Speak up!
So that's what you were trying to do.
So who's the Gundam and why is he so cute? Breton, he's not cute. Don't say that. Hi, Damien! How are you? You haven't missed too much, no. We had to deal with technical issues at the start, and now we're just vibing. We're vibing. Kokichi ASMR. Who asked for that? Who needs that? No one. Absolutely no one. Kokichi ASMR went, I don't like that. I don't like that. You'd have to like whisper. Could you imagine? God. Volunteers tribute for what? Hi, Artorius. How are you doing? Welcome in. Draco! Hey, how are you? Welcome in as well. Can we get a shout out for Draco, please? Can we also get a shout out for Megan? Megan also streams. No, I don't. I would rather never, ever, 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 ever have Kokichi make that face and do ASMR. Are you sure he's in the Exisal? No, I'm not. I honestly feel like this is all just one big trolley bullshit.
You were trying to commit an unsolvable murder.
Truly.
Do you finally get it? Yep, that was my plan.
Argent, why? You don't gotta shout me out, please.
The gimmick of this murder case isn't the unknown victim, but rather the unknowable culprit.
Wow, this fuck.
No one understands but me. Only I know the answer.
You're gonna start laughing like
No
me
more
hee
room
hee?
for
Don't
deduction
do
here.
it. Please
Choose
don't.
the culprit with your own intuition.
Celestia, speaking of Nagito, have you seen my shirt? I will be showing off this shirt till the end of time. Look at this. Nagito walked so Kokichi could run. Okay? Thank you, Megan. Thank you very much. Also, Draco, I hope that work comes down for you as well. That's a sick Killua shirt. Brenton, how dare you say that to me? Why is Kokichi a robot? He's cosplaying. You hate how hot Nagito looks? Excuse me? Excuse me? Thank you, Darthano. Thank you. I personally like to think that I'm like almost as hot as Danny DeVito, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Thank you. If that's what you're into, I don't know about that. Isn't he admitting that he did it? I think Dolly, he's trying to like create confusion so you don't know who to vote for. Why can't I click? There we go. Goddamn. Follow your heart, your intuition.
Are you troubled? I'm sure robots don't have intuition, right? But there's nothing you can do about it. This is just how the trial goes.
Yeah, like, only Kokichi knows what killed Kaido, and he's not gonna say.
So, who is the culprit? Maki or me?
I feel like he did this on purpose, though, and he did probably wait for Maki, the poison, to take effect. No one would believe him. Absolutely not.
The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
Because, like, I wish it was Kokichi. Like, I want it to be Kokichi, but I just have this feeling, this gut feeling in my... That's, I don't know, my gut. Because it's a gut feeling. Duh. But, I don't know. I believe that it's probably gonna be Maki. Yeah, Kaido died. I hate you so much, you purple-haired little shit. But I also love you. It's a very conflicting thing. Like, look at this. He's such a dick. But I also love him. Voting time. Let's do this. Okay. I don't want to!
Hey! That's my line! I'm the one who decides when it's voting time!
I just think that it's her, and I know that it's possibly not, but I feel like if Kokichi really wanted to be the complete asshole that he is, little gremlin man that he is, which he is, he would like say like, haha, is it me? Is it me? But I feel like he would have just waited and then done it.
Oh, come on. No one's gonna figure out the truth. Let's just vote already.
I truly am, Draco. I truly am. Kokichi has his moments. He does. That's why I like him, but I hate him. I don't think you're being smooth-brained at all, Dolly. These games are meant to be confusing. You're not being smooth-brained.
Right, Monokuma?
When did purple hair turn into a Gundam? Just for this trial. Monster, I don't want to fall into the trap of where I voted for Tenko in the first trial because I was in denial that it was Kaede. And then I voted for Miyu right after, even though she had just been proven innocent.
Just like you always do.
I miss Kaede every day of my life. You would have just voted Kokichi out of hatred. You're valid.
Yes, of course.
What the fuck?
Yeah? What kind of a reaction is that?
She's guilty of things, but I don't
The
know.
culprit, you say? Yeah.
Why do you seem so flustered?
Flustered? Me? What are you talking about?
What's going on with Monokuma?
Do you not know who the culprit is either?
Huh? Oh, what do you mean I don't know? What don't I know, huh?
Does Monokuma not actually know? This is great.
What does this mean? Why doesn't Monokuma know who the culprit is?
Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is either? If Monokuma doesn't know, what does that tell us about this case? Wait, this case?
Yes, that's it. So that's what Kokichi's real objective was.
Punked.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Kokichi wasn't just trying to commit a murder that we couldn't figure out.
It was also a murder that Monokuma couldn't figure
He was
out.
trying to commit a murder that Monokuma couldn't figure out either.
Wow!
Monokuma can figure out.
What's the point of that? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma.
But he's not,
But
because he's not the
consider how many elements
mastermind.
of this case would be cleared up. Prior to this case, Monokuma always knew the specific details of each crime, correct?
Yes, very
That
true.
must mean that he was using some way of monitoring us.
That's very true, Damien, but you know what? That's also something that the mastermind wouldn't do.
Perhaps there are hidden cameras strategically placed to avoid
So-
our detection.
I feel like this is not a mastermind.
I can't say for certain, but he must be keeping watch somehow. Kokichi probably used the electrobomb to scramble whatever that was. The
Ah, I
electrobomb would prevent any
see.
cameras from sending video wirelessly.
Which means it wouldn't matter where the surveillance cameras were hidden.
Very true, but this is interesting.
Said, what's the point? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma.
Because he's not. He lied, girl.
Before we determine that for sure, I want to make one thing clear. If the objective were to create a crime that would stump Monokuma,
Yeah, the mastermind wouldn't do this in my mind. Like, they just wouldn't.
yes.
Thank you for the stretch
Exosols
posture check
weren't
reminder.
protecting Monokuma.
They were bullying him. I want to pick this so bad. I want to pick bullying so bad. I want to pick it so bad.
They were watching Monokuma.
I will be the Monokuma, and you all can be the Exosols. Changing our subscriber nickname in
I'm Gold, and I'm Killua, and this is our Hunterpedia.
Discord.
Today we're talking about a dumb bitch. Dumb bitch. That's you.
All right. Nihihi, it was C. Brenton, how dare you do this to me?
Watching him?
Yes. Remember what Monokuma said earlier in the investigation?
Elise, oh no. Elisa Souls?
You kind of smell like a baka.
It's so funny! I almost like spit out my water. I was trying so hard not to spit it or have it go through my nose. What? You kind of smell like a baka. Eren Yeager. God, it's so good every time.
If they were protecting him like bodyguards, they wouldn't have been facing him. They would have been scanning the area, watching us.
Yes.
But they weren't. That implies that they weren't watching us. They were watching him.
Yes, they were.
They were trying to make sure that Monokuma wouldn't go near the crime scene.
But why would he go to all this effort?
Before I stole an exocell, all 4 units were focused on Monokuma. That
Good, Breton.
Stole one to enter the
Good.
hangar.
As you
The
should.
other
That
three
audio's
didn't pursue me.
perfect.
So Monokuma must have been talking about Maki.
This case is bizarre. That way it'll be fair to all the participants.
She didn't want to share that information because it would have linked her to the murder.
Yes, but honestly, she should have, because even though it would have linked her to the murder, it would have been fine.
In which case, it could only
Just tell
be
the
Maki.
truth.
Right.
So to summarize this discussion,
Uh-huh.
Kokichi used the electro bomb in the hangar and the exosols to watch Monokuma, thereby creating a scenario in which Monokuma has no idea who the culprit is?
And neither do we. None of us do.
Told you there's no point. Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma!
You know what? Kokichi's actually kind of big brain, though. Kokichi's galaxy brain for this one. I will not lie. Like, this is actually kind of genius.
No, Kokichi might not be controlling.
It is all
Monokuma
over
at
the
all.
place, but this is genius. I didn't predict this at all.
What? But Kokichi's the mastermind, right?
No, you are.
Could he be controlling Monokuma?
I don't trust you, blue-haired lady. I swear.
Kokichi might not be the mastermind.
I'm telling you, boss. Like, Kokichi is just like, you know what? I'm the smartest man in this room. I'm gonna stump the mastermind and Monokuma and everyone. Rachel, look, Rachel is suspicious as hell. Everyone else who has lived this long, I understand why, but I cannot pinpoint why she is alive. Other than she's fake nice and she's evil. Why is her name Rachel? Because Zyko always forgets how to spell Tsumugi. I call her Tsumugi, but Zyko's nickname for Tsumugi is Rachel. Shadow Fury, hello! Thank you for the host. I appreciate it. I hope you had fun with Wind Waker this morning. I was happy I got to come through for a little bit and watch some of it. I always love hanging out in your streams. I love all of like the chatting topics that you do at the start. It always like brightens my day. So I hope you're doing well. Please check out Shadow Fury. I absolutely love them. They're wonderful. And they're playing Wind Waker right now. Grace, you just rest your fingies. It's okay. Breton, you can have Tsumugi, okay? Am I persuasive? Goddamn. But see, me too, John Locke, and that's what I think she uses being plain to her advantage. Here's the thing, right? I feel like she uses being plain as a reason to be sneaky and devious, because who's gonna suspect the plain, like, girl? I'm just so plain. Not fooling me. I don't believe it. Yeah, Freakish, I believe. I agree. Hamiko's okay. Stream is going well. We had technical issues at the start, but we fixed them, thank goodness. And now we are trying to figure out who actually committed this unsolvable murder. What? But that's what we doing. Valid point, Draco, valid point. Why be a plain girl when you can be the ultimate assassin? Breton, I dare you right this second to make your profile picture on Discord Tsumugi. You won't. I dare you. I dare you. Aw, Shadow Fury, you gotta get one of those like ergonomic chairs. I need to get an ergonomic chair. I feel like these like streamer chairs, like the gamer chairs, just aren't comfortable for long hours. Like they're okay if you're gonna sit at your computer for like a little bit, but if you stream a long time, they aren't worth it. Do it. Yeah, everyone pressure Breton. Do it.
Remember that the only
You
reason
can't?
we think that is because
Why?
Kokichi told us.
What's holding you back?
Monokuma hasn't said a word about that. It's possible that Kokichi is just lying to us.
Okay. Your GTA RP pick is too fire. Damn. Must not love Sumugi enough. Hi, GD. How are you? Welcome. What's up, GD? Am I winning? This one I did not predict. This trial I did not predict at all. Can you change profile pictures server by server? Unfortunately not, Tesla, I wish. That'd be fun.
Monokuma. The mastermind of the killing game is totally me.
Can we get a shout out for GD? No, it's not.
Humanity's last survivors against each other
Is on me, baby. The way that he just said that is all me, baby. Why? Kokichi, why you talk like that? Can we get like, I'm gonna need to, I wish you could have the character repeat their voice line. I'm gonna need to get an audio of him being like, all me, baby. Make that a sound effects. God.
Right.
God
He's
bless.
a remnant of despair. How do we forget that?
But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's the mastermind.
He could just be a remnant of despair.
Well, I guess. But is that really possible?
I don't-
Monokuma.
Woo! The ultimate mastermind actor. I can't read! Acting crazy, yes. A remnant of which pair? A remnant of the green pair. I don't know. I've seen all of Danganronpa 3. It was really good. I'm rewatching it now, though, with Quinn.
I can't answer that without causing problems, because I gotta run this trial fair and square.
Enjoy your lyric, Grace.
Even more reason to give us the answer. If you don't tell us the truth right now, you'll be an accomplice to Kokichi's lies. Does that sound like a fair game? Would you say this class trial is fair?
We love Nagito in this house. I love Nagito in Danganronpa 3. But you know who I hate in Danganronpa 3? Cupcake Lady. I hate the Cupcake Girl. Her name starts with an R, and I forget it because I don't like her. I think she's like one of the only characters besides Teru Teru and Hifumi that I hate. The ultimate baker. Yeah, I hate her. Rachel! Yeah, Rachel too! But Cupcake Girl, she was a bully and an asshole and a bad friend, and I hate her. I hate her so much. She was so mean. She like manipulated her poor friend. Ultimate Pharmacist was, I think, one of my favorite new characters introduced in that. Look, manipulative people like that? Blah, blah. Cannot. I'm so invested. I hated her. To the point where we have a gacha thing. We have Mudai bot in my Discord, right? And you can ban individual characters. You can remove them. That Cupcake bitch, removed. Not in it. There are a few characters I ban individually, but that girl, she gone. Also that blacksmith dude, I don't know. don't know. I feel like he got caught in the crossfire. Yeah, that is the worst part, Damien. Ugh, man. She sucks. Seiko was a great character, yeah. Cosplayer? Yeah. Why I had to ban her? Ace, she's a bad person. You wanted her on your squad? She'd probably be a bad friend to you. Don't do it. Protect yourself. Surround yourself with good people, supportive friends, not manipulative friends who use you and then abuse you. Treat you like doo-doo. Like Cupcake Girl. Cupcake Girl was rude.
You kind of smell. What? Like a baka.
God damn it! You kind of smell like a baka. Eren Yeager. Who's this Cupcake Girl? She's from Danganronpa 3. Hi, Jacob. How are you? I don't know if he supported her behavior knowing full well what she did to Seiko as a kid, though. You know?
Yeah, tell us.
Because, like, I don't know if he knew her when they were kids. And she started being manipulative, like, as they were growing up, you know? She made her friend feel bad that her friend couldn't eat sweets. Like, Seiko couldn't eat sweets, and Ruika, like, made her friend feel bad because she couldn't do it. Like, it's okay. Like, goddamn, mean. Doing all right, almost off work. Hopefully the last few bits of work are kind to you. I'm doing well, thank you. Like in most flashbacks, he was there. True, true. I think for me, I feel like I didn't see enough of his involvement in it all that I don't really know how much he knew. Because, you know, the anime's so focused on all of them that I feel like it's hard for me to blame him specifically. Yeah, John Locke, me too. All right, I'm gonna continue the trial. Is Kokichi the real mastermind or not? I don't trust you, Samugi.
You're being way too forward, you know.
Also, Bernadetta, what do you mean by cosplayer? Do you mean Samugi? Yeah, we're talking about DR3.
Aren't you normally the forward one?
Are they flirting? No, I'm just kidding. Unless...
I mean, I don't mind, because that's probably part of your strategy, too.
Aren't you usually the forward one? Fuck. Are they flirting? It sounds like something that people would be like when they're flirting would say. Are you the forward one? New ship. Fuck! No, could you imagine? Kokichi X Monokuma, everybody. You heard it here first. God, that's gross. Can we see the bot in Discord, what their pairing is rated? What'd it be? That's why you're supposed to watch the agent, because that's the airing order. The airing order. 5D chess players. They played chess, and then they fell in love. God damn it, no. There's one word for it. Ah! Wait, somebody actually wrote a fan fiction for it? I gotta go. You know what? This was a fun stream, everybody. We had a really good time. Why is that real? I'm not gonna be able to sleep at night.
But in the interest of fairness, I suppose it's
God
time
damn it.
to tell the truth. Unlike the
I'll
lies
do it.
you
Don't
love
tempt me.
so much, the truth should be impartial to everyone.
And what is that truth?
That would be cool, Agent. I don't know how they do it, though.
I'm not being controlled by Kokichi, because he's not the mastermind.
I knew it. I knew it. But I'll do a dramatic reading. I'll do it. I'll make it a point redeem. Don't tempt me. I'll find it. Hold on. I've never even been to that website before. But don't tempt me. I'm looking. AO3. What? Archive of Our Own? Is that what that is? Is that what that is? Ultimate Liar. Will I read it in their voices? Oh God, fuck. Absolutely. I won't read it right now. I won't read it right now. I'm just gonna go find it. Hold on. Kokichi Oma. Oh my God. There's so many! Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. Oh my Lord. There is so much that you can look for. I don't even know. Kokichi. Okay. Monokuma. This is getting... There we go. Okay. We searching. I'm finding a lot more than I thought I would. Sounds like I found it. I found more than just one. It shows all the characters, though. It's because people tagged it with all the characters. You know what? We'll have to look at this another time. Stop before I get spoiled. I didn't read anything. Hello, Vanessa Mesa. I just put in the search bar Kokichi Oma and Monokuma. And then I saw the titles, but that's it. We're fine. Don't worry. I didn't get spoiled. You have permission to link it. Yes, you can link it. And then I'll just click on it. And then we'll have it. But don't tempt me. I will definitely add... I will add a... a point redeem for it. Don't tempt me. SARS, no! It's about to get crazy up in here. I'll scan it. Don't worry. I'll scan it. God, it's called This World Is Mine, too. When I do if I do a dramatic reading of it, can I also play the Hatsune Miku song while I read it? That might be sensory overload, actually. Maybe not.
Is that really true?
Kokichi was
I would be
just messing with
DMCA,
you.
but...
I never once said he was the mastermind.
Worth. Maybe I can find somebody who played it on, like, a kazoo. You know? We'll make it happen. We'll find a way.
Then it was all Kokichi's lie?
God.
Yeah, that is what that would mean. With the key from the last motive, he was
Smell
the
that?
first to learn the truth of the
Smells like a
outside
little bitch in here.
We have needs. We need this. The world is mine on kazoo. God. Enjoy my sound redeems. I swear. God damn it.
Based on his deductions, he fabricated a lie to make you all think he was the mastermind.
You keep digging!
God damn it. We have Nihihi heads. We do.
I see. Kokichi's own deductions.
I guess that's fair, boss. But I am definitely gonna look up to see if there's a kazoo version, because now I'm just tempted. I'm glad people like them. It's partially all thanks to Butter for taking the sounds from videos that I find, like meme videos and stuff, and making them happen. What we miss? Not much. Monokuma revealed that Kokichi is not the mastermind, but I feel like we all knew that. Where's Aaron Yeager Baka from? That is from TikTok. And it's a sound where someone was reading text messages that someone sent and received. You kind of smell like a baka. Do you want to know? Then I'll tell you. I'm getting kind of bored with all the lying, so everything I say now will be the truth, Kay? He lied.
His deductions got a lot of details right, though. Pretty impressive, honestly.
I called that, though. I really did.
What about the Exisol?
I feel galaxy brain.
If Kokichi wasn't the mastermind, how'd he control them so easily?
Didn't he have the remote control, Hamiko?
He just used Mew's remote control, right?
Duh. Mew's remote control?
So the remote that Kokichi was using was made by Mew?
Oh, you didn't know? Mew not only invented the electro bomb and the electro hammer.
That's not even counting all the times he probably lied before this game.
She also made a remote control that can hijack any electronic device.
I miss Miyu. She was so smart.
Kokichi just slapped a receiver on each of the exisouls and took them for a spin.
Wow.
Isn't it a bit unfair to tell them all that?
No.
Fairness has nothing to do with it. I offered up that info purely out of spite.
She was more smart or vulgar. She was both.
Spite towards you for trying to usurp the mastermind's role and take over the game.
Wow.
Oh, whatever. It's way more interesting to defeat an enemy who plays dirty anyway.
What's going on? It seems like they're actually fighting.
They are.
There's no doubt
Miyu
about
is still
it.
here in her inventions.
Kokichi isn't
She
the
will live on.
mastermind.
You hated Kokichi for what he did to Gonta? I think we all did. I think collectively that was a moment where all of us decided, wow, Kokichi sucks.
Just being dragged around by Kokichi's lies the whole time?
Yep, nothing's changed, Tamiko. He's still a little shit.
What were you trying to accomplish by pretending to be the mastermind, Kokichi?
Breton, that was the last time that I cried during a Danganronpa stream. It was very sad. You'd have Miyu as Kibo? That would be interesting. Maybe they'd get along a little bit better, but they already got along really well.
Now you're gonna be all quiet? This is so frustrating.
Then if he's not the mastermind,
Gonta
who
got
is?
fooled.
Why are you so certain there's even a mastermind to begin with?
Because if there's only a few people alive, there would need to be. Yeah, that's a good point. Also, be careful with any Danganronpa 2 spoilers, because I think we're going to have some people who are going to be playing that game in the chat. Be careful. I've played it before, so I know what you're talking about, but we do have some people in the community who will be playing that soon.
What do you mean?
We got a lot of people into the series by streaming this game in particular. So yeah. Spoiler, people die in DR2. Pain.
Why, that's on a need-to-know basis.
Well,
and
to be
you
fair,
don't
Monster,
need to know.
most of the time we don't really talk about the previous games. This is the first time that I think we talked about it. Did you know people die if they are killed? Whoa. I need to sit down. That's crazy. You're gonna pretend you didn't see that? See what? Yeah, Vanessa. I don't think a lot of people knew about this series, but yeah. Some peak fake quotes for you. I like it. I like it. Hey, Dave, how are you?
But I wanna know.
The real mastermind is not Kokichi. Who could it be? We don't know who's guilty. I was thinking it was Junko Enoshima, but that can't be it. She's dead. We've never come into contact with her. If so, who's done this? Who planned this killing game?
Anyway, this conversation has flown off the rails. Let's get things
It
back
kinda
on
did.
track. This class trial is to figure out who
Mee-hee-hee.
the culprit is, not the mastermind.
I'm the mastermind.
So, yeah, get to talking.
I agree. before we worry about who the mastermind is or what my intent is, let's figure out the culprit!
But Monokuma doesn't know who it is. How is he supposed to confirm the results?
Are we just gonna vote off who we think?
About that. Let's just leave the decision-making to Monokuma.
Don't we need to worry about that? How does that work?
But you gotta run the class trial too, so no mistakes.
That makes no
Trying
sense.
to get me to do something?
You've been watching us solve
Are they
all
flirting
these
again?
cases, but you can't be a spectator anymore. You're gonna participate in the class trial from here
Don't
on
worry
out.
about it. I will. Oh my, what? Huh?
So, let's resume this class trial. Monokuma, you gotta use your brain too.
Oh, what the fuck?
This will be the final class trial. Me versus Monokuma.
You versus Monokuma?
I don't know, but a banger is about to play.
When I play a game, I intend to win. But what's considered
I play
winning?
to win.
Beating the other players? No. Beating the game's mastermind.
He really loves chess. He is insane. This is true.
And that's how I
But he's really smart,
That's
Echo.
why I
Like, really
decided to
smart.
Challenge Monokuma. If I can deceive Monokuma till the very end, then I'll be the winner.
That is the perfect analogy, actually, yeah.
You're dragging us around like this? Just so you can win a game?
These trials are supposed to be so intense, but literally the soundtrack makes me just want to jam.
As I suspected, your thought process defies all logic.
But since the outside world is in total ruin, this game is the only entertainment we have.
I'm biased towards Nagito because I like Nagito more, but Kokichi's plan with this murder was pretty insane. Damn, Mango, that would be so mean.
At least I can enjoy this game to the fullest and feel good winning.
You really are a remnant of despair.
Byakuya was smart too, but I think Kokichi is smarter. It's more impressive than I think. Why? Oh wait, you can't tell me. Why does chapter 5 always have to pop off?
Whatever.
So this is
Let's
why.
just get this started.
Liar.
If the students or Monokuma don't know who the culprit is, then I'm the winner.
Don't underestimate me, or Shuichi and the others for that matter.
What?
It's just like a remnant of despair to try to assume control of the game. But these kids are all that's left of Hope's Peak Academy.
Okay.
If you think they're gonna make this easy for you, you better think again.
Hi, Tisk. Welcome. How are you doing? Is Kokichi inside the Metal Gear, or he is the robot? I think he's just inside the robot.
Whose side are you taking here?
Side?
It's
Isn't
okay.
it obvious?
People can come and go as they please, Tisk. It's all right. You don't gotta worry. But welcome in. I think I agree with Darthano there. Like, Bakuya is really smart, but both Nagito and Kokichi were kind of insanely smart.
Monokuma joins your party.
I love this. This is funny.
Who invited you?
Ba-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-da. I love this.
Now, let's join forces and unravel the truth behind this case.
I I love Monokuma. I'm sorry. Monokuma's the best bear.
Well, we were going to do it anyway.
I feel like Kamiko's just there to be weird. Kuma's not in this game though, boss. Monodam is good, yeah. It's a good
Let's
song.
just ignore Monokuma. His actions are always beyond comprehension.
I am happy Kibo made it this far though. They really almost made it seem like he was gonna die. Last chapter.
Hey, be quiet so we can ignore you.
Now, where should
God.
we start? We've already established what Kokichi is after.
Yes.
He's just gonna keep talking anyway, isn't he?
Yes.
In my experience, whenever you learn a new fact,
We dance?
you learn something else along with it.
What's he after? We're trying to figure out
let's
who
look for that.
committed the crime.
You warmed up to him real fast. I guess you are both robots.
Wow, Hamiko, that's a little rude. So another truth comes out. That piece of evidence makes more sense now. The evidence that I couldn't wrap my head around. If Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is, what evidence needs to be... I don't know. I've been too distracted by everything in the world, so, maybe this?
This is it! Let's discuss the video of Kaito being crushed by the hydraulic press.
Yeah! Not dumb! Sometimes I'm not stupid!
Kokichi said that he filmed that
Let's
video.
go! Alright,
He
anyway.
was not the victim. But we know that Kokichi was trying to mislead Monokuma. So what about the video? It's pretty strange
It's a
to present
lie.
evidence that condemns you after all.
I fooled everyone. I made you all think I was stupid. No, but like, it's okay. It's all good. That went from 0 to smash really fast, it does. It does.
Then what kind of mistake was Kokichi trying to get me to make?
Maybe he crushed Kaito with a hydraulic press, so the cause of death would be unknown?
Well, yeah, there's no body to look at afterwards.
But if that were the only objective, there would be no need to film it.
True.
Discovering the crushed body would have been enough. No need to show us the film.
That's true.
I guess you're starting to fit in after all. You get any cuter, I'm gonna hug you.
Aww. Wholesome.
There must be a reason you went out of your way to show us the body being crushed.
No reason, really. That's just my twisted personality.
No, he had to have a reason. You're lying again, Kokichi. There's a method to your madness. If you wanted Monokuma to make a mistake, then showing us the video, it must have been something to do with trying to fool Monokuma. Taking the video of the murder but keeping the victim's identity hidden. What does it show? What doesn't it show? I don't even know. I can't see the letters very well. I want the crazy taxi game. What can't be identified even after watching the dead body? Nope, that's wrong. Would it be like the culprit? But didn't I just pick C? Yeah, I just picked C, so that wouldn't be it. I'm just gonna pick random things. V. Victim. She's gonna be victim? So we're back to this? Oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
I see now.
This trial's just full circle.
Huh?
Is it even possible? No, that's a question for later. For now, we know that.
If you show the moment of Kaito's death, of course it would lead us to believe he died.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he did, Tesla, but I just didn't pay attention to that at all with coming up with the word. Hangman's Gambit is my kryptonite. That game is the hardest one for me.
Even if we can't positively identify the body, we would still believe Kaito was the victim.
Technically, the body could have been switched, so we're leading back to my...
Exactly the mistake Kokichi was going for.
hypothesis. We're just... This is next level.
The victims were switched?
Maybe.
Switched? Then it was some other dead body that got crushed by the hydraulic press?
Kokichi playing us from the grave? Possibly. I don't know at this point.
Where would he even get another body?
There should be plenty to choose from if you reuse the body of a former victim.
Ew!
If there was an unknown body, then we could guess the victim was switched. But too bad. Switching the victims was impossible.
How?
The footage showed the body being crushed.
I'm just
Then
gonna...
in the footage, would they have been able to switch the victim?
Video editing. But he said that they didn't have...
And we already established that the footage was
Yeah,
not
they
doctored
said
in
that
any
it
way.
wasn't edited on any computer.
The camera doesn't have any editing functions. Just play, record, and pause.
The only thing that's weird is that, though, didn't they use the electro bomb during everything to disable the safety function? So couldn't that have affected the camera? Could it have affected the camera at all? Wouldn't that be noticeable if it affected the camera at all? I feel like that would be noticeable. But that's the only thing I can think of. The pause could be edited by pause. Yeah, it could. No worries, Tis. Go ahead. The camera's internals could still record. Yeah, I guess. Like stop motion filming. I don't know. I don't know if it actually needs the signals or anything though. So I don't know if that would actually affect it. Just the pause
Monokuma
might.
also said that no computer was used to edit the footage.
But it has a
Remember?
pause function, so you could have paused it and then switched something out.
Damn it! Me and my big mouth!
Which means switching out the victim would not be possible.
The only thing is the bomb wasn't technically an EMP.
Also, if the victim was switched, then that would mean Kaito is still alive. We already discussed this so many times. The chance of that
A
happening
signal
is
jammer,
impossible.
yeah.
It might be possible.
Ooh.
Huh?
There could be a trick to make the switch possible. We just haven't noticed it yet.
The pause.
And what trick is that?
Hamiko's magic. Hamiko's the culprit. She finally used it. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I couldn't. It was just they said trick and so magic. It's magic.
See? You don't know, do you? I already said it's impossible.
Maki's not wrong. There is a way it could be done.
Hell yeah, let's go execution time.
So we
It's
can't just give up
Hamiko. No, that's wrong.
Hey, Shuichi. I'll think harder about this as well.
Yeah, you know, if you had helped me, Maki, during the investigation, we could have figured this out together. I still love you, though.
So, can you confirm whether or not the victims switch places? If Kaito is alive or not?
Maki.
I don't like the thought that I killed Kaito. I don't want that.
Never. I'm not throwing shade. She legit didn't help me. She said during the last,
That's rough, buddy.
she said during the last investigation that she wasn't gonna help me. It's not shade, it's just truth.
Himiko, if you call her that again... Yes, please. Oh, okay. Then let's all talk it over together.
Together. If Maki had thunk, she would not have had time to think. Well, and don't forget, you're not alone. Don't try to do everything yourself. It's only gonna wear you out. When times are hard, you gotta rely on your friends. I love that.
I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Jeez, you guys are a stubborn bunch. There's no trick.
Thank.
That's probably another lie.
However, if the victims were switched, then that would mean the footage was altered. How could it have been altered when we know that the footage wasn't edited?
You think it's Mikan again?
If we could figure that out, maybe we'd know how they switched
Yes.
places.
I knew there was a trick to that video.
Just say the
whole
pause.
time.
No, you didn't.
Peachy made it, so it's 100% suspicious.
Nobody questioned it. A trick to that video. What could it be? What's suspicious about it?
There must be some trick to that video.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
There is no trick. You can check, but there's no editing. The function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seems
It's just
unnatural, don't you think?
it's just the murder video. But it doesn't say. Is there
Is it really
like?
Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped for a brief moment.
Yeah,
Could it be
it's the electro bomb when it
video was
stops.
shot at another location?
No, I think it is the electro bomb.
Come on, everybody, speak up!
The electro bomb caused it to stop, maybe.
There must be some trick.
So I was right when I said that. Let's go.
There is no trick. Editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to you?
No.
The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think? The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped for a
Nope, I missed. I was trying not to have to hit the red text. I feel like it would be mentioned.
Must be some trick to that video.
I personally thought that the video was weird that he wasn't wearing his jacket at all. It feels deliberate.
off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press...
Nope, that didn't work.
I was wrong.
Wait, did I pick the wrong thing?
There must be some trick to
Yeah.
that video.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
Yeah, it's somewhat athletic feat to pause, destroy the noise, and shoot. It's like, it's hard for me because my aim is normally bad, but it's alright. I didn't read your Discord comment. No offense, Monster. I don't read anybody else's speculations before the stream.
Check, but there's no editing.
I don't know.
Function in that camera.
The placement of that camera seems suspicious to any of you. Angle
I could have sworn that was gonna be it, and now I'm like, I don't know anymore.
Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped for a brief moment.
Could it be that the video was shot at another location?
Because we don't have the part that says, this has the safety function mentioned, but it's not a choice.
Come on, everybody, speak up!
That you can pick. I feel like someone said something that gives us a clue. We put our heads together. The stopping and the angle. Yeah, I tried Kibo's and it didn't work, so I guess maybe I can try Sumugi's. I don't know what we would respond to with at another location. I don't think that would be
There
it.
must be some trick to that video.
That's what you all gotta figure out!
There
But I'm
is
not-
no trick. You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you?
Yeah, the placement of the video is like in the corner so that it's directly on the body. It's like just enough so that you can see who it is. But what is it even attached to? I'm gonna try it.
Don't you think?
Nope, that didn't work either. I don't know how that helps us.
Oh, no.
I don't either.
There must be some trick to that video.
I'm like trying to think of what it could be. Kaido's hand was really close to the edge. I wish you could watch the video again, but you can't. There is. In the actual video, there's a hole. If you play the video, there is. It's just not in the picture for some reason. I just genuinely... After the break, yeah, that's true. I think I just don't... The only thing is I don't know what we would react to. I'm trying to see like what it's attached to. Is it like attached to... Like, where is this? What is it attached to? It's like peeking around the corner. I have tried the video as a bullet. We just did, yeah. But we did it to Samugi. We used the video to react to Samugi. No, it's okay. I don't know. It looks like it's attached. No, it looks like it's attached directly to the hydraulic press. Look. So, like, see how right across there's another little column that's part of the hydraulic press? It looks like it's attached to, like, one of those things on, like, the outer corner. But I don't know how they got that angle. Taken from the Exisal? Oh, never mind. From the Exisal. Thanks, Damien. Or no, Echo. Thanks, Echo. Yeah. So it's from the Exisal itself. You can't see anything from this angle, though. It's okay, Zeri. It's all right. You tried. I just want to make sure I choose the right thing. I'll try the video on Kibo.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
There is no trick.
You can check, but there's no editing function on that camera. Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious?
Because there's nothing about, like, the placement that works.
Something seemed off about that video.
You mad?
When the hydraulic press stopped.
No, I missed, so I gotta try it again.
The video was shot.
But don't I lose that bullet after this? I don't remember how that works. Oh, no, I didn't. Well, it didn't get blocked. It just got hit by the red thing.
When the hydraulic press.
Nope, that didn't work.
I was wrong.
Did I pick the right thing? Yeah, I did.
That video.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Damien.
There is no trick.
Maybe the camera on the no editing? We don't have camera, though. We don't have the camera. Sure, Argent, because I honestly... I'm, like, trying to figure it out, but, like, genuinely... I don't know what it would be. What, What truth bullets do we have? We have hydraulic press, I think. I don't remember anymore. We have this. We have this. Hi, Bernadetta. Welcome back. Video, Kaido's coat. Hanger's front shutter. And I think Electro Bomb. Yeah, we have Electro Bomb too. I say what bullet to use. But what's weird is we use the electro bomb on other stuff, so I don't think it's that. Hydraulic press? Okay. Now I have to figure out where to use it.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
I'm gonna try it here for no reason. I'm just gonna try it on every single person at this point because this is so weird. I feel like once I get it, it's gonna be super obvious. But like,
You can check, but there's no editing function in that
it's not the editing function, that I know.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you?
Thank you,
The filming angle
Davian.
seemed unnatural, don't you
Okay,
think?
so I know it's not her.
Person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped for a moment.
I agree.
There it is. I don't mind it so much, but some bullets stump me while others don't. Like, it just kind of depends on things.
For a second,
It's all good.
because when Kibo and I first investigated
Kind of smell like a baka.
Eriega. Thank you, Mikey friggin' B, for gifting a sub to Stream Elements. Thank you so much for gifting a sub. I appreciate it. Hope you are well. I really do appreciate the support. Now we're in combat mode. To a bot. The bot will enjoy it, all right? Stream Elements will party hard with those emotes, you know? It's gonna have a good day. This game picks some weird, like, debates and stuff, but I'm okay with it. I didn't trust anyone. I'm not the one who picked. But Stream Elements will enjoy it, maybe. I don't know. Can bots enjoy things? Kibo would say that me saying that was robophobic. So. Fair, Mango, fair.
but in the video,
It doesn't. It jerks up, kind of. It like hesitates. It goes, wait, wait. Well, not jerks up. I don't know. It just
The hydraulic
stops.
press stopped briefly, right before it crushed the body. But why would it stop?
Because the person's alive, Sumugi. Come on. Mind mine. Let's go. Some things I just... There's like nothing up there. I don't mind this one. I won't lie. This game can be kind of fun. What is it trying to show me though? Is that like the control panel? Bam, wow, wow. I have like nothing to do. What's the question? Why did the hydraulic press come to a stop? And I'm gonna say this thing. No worries, Ari. Enjoy your lurk. Hope you have a great day today. But yeah, I think it's that.
The only way to stop the hydraulic press.
If it wasn't from
Neopets,
Neopets, I would suck at this game. I feel like I'm only good at this because of like Minesweeper. You think it's worse? I don't know. I think it depends. Like if you know the answer, it's not so bad because you'll see the picture of what you're looking for. I feel like the reason why Hangman's Gambit is kind of annoying is just because you only have the light go up every few seconds. And it used to be way worse. It used to be way worse. Like now the light covers more. It didn't used to. I have like a skill for it.
An electro bomb went off in the hangar, which would have interfered with the safety function.
I'm awful at Minesweeper too, but at least this doesn't, you know, make me die really easily.
There'd be no way to stop the hydraulic press unless someone used the force stop button.
Fair, Damien, that's fair.
When you say someone, you mean Kokichi, right? He was the only one there.
Yes.
Actually, maybe I pressed it by accident. I don't really. So what up?
Oop, he doesn't remember. It does work different to Minesweeper. It's just what the game makes me think
The
of.
press only stopped for like a sec. You can't switch the victim in such a short time, can you?
Yeah, you can.
There's also the question of how the bodies got switched while the camera was rolling. That would have clearly been caught on camera.
While the camera was rolling.
Oh, I see. It wasn't just the press that stopped.
Huh? Huh? What do you mean?
Are they gonna
If
say...
you stop something else at the same time you stop the hydraulic press.
Yes, I see it now. That's how the bodies were switched. If you stopped that, you could have swapped the bodies easily. We just did this game, please. Oh my god, come on now. I feel like it's gonna be the camera. They paused the camera. I missed the taxi game, but we had it in the first half. Not so bad, huh? It's not. But twice in a row, I would have preferred the taxi as a break.
The hydraulic press. Then, while the camera was off, they switched the body under the hydraulic press. After the body was swapped, the press and the camera were started simultaneously. So it just looks like the press
Oh my
stopped
god, that
for a
scared
moment.
me.
That's what I've been saying this whole time!
No, it isn't.
When did you ever say that?
So they stopped at the same time. The camera position did seem odd to me. But now I get it. The trick wouldn't work unless it was set up there.
Yeah, because otherwise you'd see, you know, the body switching.
To get the trick we just described to work, the
Yes.
camera had to be set up precisely.
So that you wouldn't see the body switch. Let's pin that down. Where was the camera set up? Like right. Wouldn't it be like right here? It's one of the exosols, so it has to be one of these. Didn't they say the exosol recorded it?
I was wrong!
The exosols could have moved though. Oh, true. It would have been like right here. Right here. About right here. Nope, never mind. Do I have to put like behind the pillar more? Maybe like behind the pillar more? You could not see it if it was placed there? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, wait! This is the press. This is the painting machine. I'm so stupid. It's hard for me to tell from, like, the aerial angle. Hey, I'm not the only one who made that mistake. What happened to being smart? It's
wrong.
occasional. I feel like it has to be, like, right here, then. Nope.
Damn it!
So did they move it, like, onto the
Kinda
control
smell
panel?
like a baka.
Bro, I don't know.
There!
It is not hard seeing that, you know what?
The video camera must have been
Or
set
we
up
could,
somewhere
you know,
around here.
not. We don't need to take it that far.
To operate the press and the camera at the same time, you would have to be near the switch.
To operate the press and the camera at the same time.
That's why the video was taken from that unnatural angle. If they were recording it like normal, they would have used a better angle.
And if it was recorded at such an odd angle, then that proves the trick was used.
The press looks much bigger in the 3D view. I don't know. It's just... I was just looking for the column. I wasn't looking at the blood trail. So for me, it was kind of like... I thought that was exactly what I saw in the picture.
Camera angles, huh? Looks like your cosplayer experience is finally useful.
Well, cosplay doesn't really come up all that much in class trials.
Yeah, thanks, Ace.
There was a reason the camera was set up there, but also a reason for the height. When the press was stopped, you couldn't really see who was inside it, correct? That was intentional. The body is mostly hidden by the press, making the swap easier.
The camera must have been placed at such a high position, so it would produce that angle.
But also be easy to press the button.
I wonder if they used that tripod in the hangar to adjust the camera's height.
Did they get that from the warehouse too? Jeez,
I mean,
that place
I
is like
guess
a
they want
4D
us to be very certain of the video.
You don't get to make that reference.
Hello, Puppet. Welcome. How are you?
Then, that logic is correct, right? Kokichi used that video angle trick and switched the victim in the hydraulic press.
I feel like it probably didn't take that long to put the arm in the correct position, honestly.
In that case, Kaito is...
Before he was crushed by the press, he was swapped with a different
What I
body.
don't understand is if this is true, if Kaito is alive, right, then why would he be going along with this whole crazy shit? Like, why would he be antagonizing Monokuma? Why would he be doing all that? That just doesn't feel like the stereotypical Kaito that I know, but I don't know. I don't know.
So Kaito's still alive!
Well, wait just a minute.
What? But I just summed it up so nicely.
Kaito is still poisoned. So maybe he can't move. So is it just like Monokuma fucking up with everybody? I don't know.
Himiko, the different body you mentioned, what are you talking about?
The bodies from the other cases. Kokichi's the mastermind, so he... Wait, the mastermind?
Yeah, Kokichi isn't the mastermind, so...
Well, the thing is it just seems odd. This is a visual novel game. Yes, it is. It's a murder mystery visual novel game. It's possible, boss, but it seems odd that he would kill Kokichi.
I don't think he'd be able to produce a body to switch out.
What?
We haven't proved who's alive yet or dead.
Well, Monokuma, do the rules allow for a body to be reused?
Where would you get it?
I'll answer that.
What if Kaido is the mastermind? I don't believe
You're
it.
giving in pretty easily.
Well, it's crucial information to make the trial fair. This discussion is pointless if it's not clear what the culprit was allowed to do, right?
The thing is maybe, but then why would Kaito have killed Kokichi? And if Kokichi took the antidote, then wouldn't that mean that Kaito would die anyway? So, Puppet, I would say if you want to get started with Danganronpa, you should start with Danganronpa 1. This is the third game. But yeah, I would say they're good visual novels to start with. I really liked them. I think they were my first introduction to visual novels, so I would say so. But definitely start with the first
You're
one.
a convenient mastermind, but I guess that makes defeating you worth my time.
Now then, regarding the reuse of a dead body. That is impossible! All the dead bodies have already been thrown away.
Okay. So there goes that. Kokichi is the antidote? Stop. You didn't see liquid fall into his mouth? We didn't. So that is true. That's possible.
Are gone? Then who did Kaito switch places with?
Kokichi. Kokichi and Kaito were the only ones in the hangar at that time. If they were the only ones present during the body swapping trick, then the real victim was the two people. No worries, Puppet! I hope you enjoy them. If it wasn't an old body, it could only be... So does that mean Kaito killed?
What's wrong, Shuichi? Who did Kaito switch places with?
Maki, I think I missed something very important here.
Something important?
Oh god, if I have the timeline right, there were only two people in the hangar at the time, which means that something had to have been decided before. I have to pin that down. Can't let anything escape me this time. Why is it such a big word? Like 2 words. 2 words. It's 2 words. I don't even mind. You know what?
Fuck yeah!
What am I supposed to... I'm about to die. It's ropeway. Shut up! You know the words? That's nice. Is it gonna be like victim again? Apparently. Can I get an M, please? An H randomly appeared. Victim H. Victim H. Victim what? The fuck? Helped? Like helped? ED? Are you kidding me? I can't believe it was ropeway. I can't believe Quinn told me the truth. Yeah, you overlooked victim helped. Hangman's Gambit sometimes is so dumb. I can't. Glad to be of service, thanks. What a weird thing to have to guess. I think it makes sense though. So like it looks like Kokichi and Kaito did work together, but they think that like
people in the hangar at the time the bodies were swapped.
The mastermind's gonna be like, yeah, it's me. It's me.
They were working together.
Huh? Working together?
The only two people involved in the swap were the victim and the culprit. The culprit was operating the camera and the hydraulic press, while the victim
But this
lay
is
inside.
sad. This is gonna be even sadder than I thought now.
If they switched places while the press and the camera were stopped,
I think the thing that I learned about with Hangman's Gambit is truthfully, you just need to guess letters.
original victim.
Don't try to think of the word right away. Just guess letters. Because at first I would always try to answer the question, but it's pretty hard. I feel like you just gotta start trying to guess the letter.
To put it simply, both people operated the press and camera at different times.
Interesting,
Impossible
okay.
trick, unless the victim and culprit agreed to cooperate beforehand.
Victim and culprit cooperated? Is that even possible?
Apparently it is.
It sounds bizarre, but perhaps that was the whole point. Commit a crime that was so confusing, even Monokuma would be tricked.
Jeez,
Wow.
This culprit's a real jerk.
But if it's Kaido...
So, have you realized who done it yet?
Yeah. The culprit of the case. If my detective work hasn't failed me, the culprit is inside that exisal. It can only be them. I hate it. I hate it.
The
I
apparent
hate
victim we
it.
saw
I
in the
hate
video
it.
was Kaito, which means
That's rough, buddy.
I hate it. I don't want to think about why he did it. I don't want him to die.
Kokichi was operating the hydraulic press and camera.
I have to reveal the truth. It's what Kaede wanted.
If the two of them switched while the press was stopped,
Kokichi dead.
then the culprit who started the hydraulic press again and crushed Kokichi must be Kaito.
No, we haven't seen Kokichi at all. We haven't seen Kokichi at all.
So, the person inside that exisal isn't Kokichi.
He did a really good job at acting like
It has to
Kokichi.
be Kaito.
What did you say?
So the culprit for this case is...
I was sad when we thought he
That
died.
is what the ultimate detective has deduced, right?
Kaito is the culprit? What? You're joking, right? You
God.
can't be serious.
I probably do know why, but I don't even want to think about it.
I don't want to believe it either. But it's the only way any of this makes sense. My detective work has led me to the conclusion that Kaito is the culprit.
Is that true? Is Kaito really in there?
Hey, answer us! If you really are Kaito, then...
This
I'm the
hurts. Maki! Oh my god. Aw.
There's just no way that Kaito can still be alive.
I love her.
Because I'm the culprit.
Wait, you? But didn't you say...
I saw it with my own eyes. Kokichi drank the antidote that he stole from Kaito. There's no doubt Kaito died. And he died because of my poison arrow.
But you told us you didn't want to kill Kaito.
Yes, I never wanted to. I wanted to believe that I didn't kill him. But the truth speaks differently. In the end,
I hate
I
this.
was just running away from the facts.
I hate this.
I don't understand.
Maki, are you trying to protect Kaito? If he's the culprit, you're trying to help him get away?
There was only one antidote, so it's more likely he died from my poison arrow. This is the truth.
It's not decided yet. I could have still killed him with the hydraulic press. Either way, those are the two options. Monokuma knows the answer, right?
Huh? Are those the only options?
I'm just
I
hurt.
guess that's how things turned out.
I'm really hurt.
No, that can't be. The person in that exisal is...
It's not Kaito! I saw Kokichi drink
Yeah,
the
but if
antidote.
I just picked Kaito, then I'm stupid again.
There's no mistake.
If it was her.
Kaito is dead. I killed Kaito. There is absolutely no doubt. That's the truth.
Ah, I thought so. Maki is trying to protect Kaito. Boss? Why? Why? Why are you like this? Why? Why did he agree to Kokichi's plan? Boss have the right mindset. Ace, stop! I can't imagine that Kaito would do something so selfish. There must be a reason for it. I truly believe that. But I have to get to the bottom of this before I can uncover that truth.
But Maki, you don't know for certain that Kokichi drank the antidote.
Jesus.
What?
You saw him drink it right in front of you, but you couldn't confirm.
Good
who
Lord,
actually
boss,
did it.
the dedication.
So maybe there's another possibility.
What are you talking about? Impossible. That's impossible. There is no other possibility. I killed Kaito!
Okay, relax. It's okay.
I killed Kaito! You're the one who's wrong. He died from my poison
Oops,
arrow.
fucked it up.
There's no
Oh my
other
God.
possibility. What do you know?
Ah!
I killed
Ah!
Kaito! You're the one who's wrong.
This one's weird.
He died from my poison arrow.
I'm almost dead.
There's no other possibility. What do you know?
Ah! How's Rampu? It's going. Oh,
I killed Kaito!
I
You're
can't
the one
read
who's
chat
wrong.
during this part at all.
He died from my poison arrow. It doesn't matter
She's
what
gonna
you
kick
say.
my ass!
I'm telling you, this is the truth. But
Ah.
you keep getting in the way. You're so goddamn annoying. It doesn't matter what you say. I'm telling you, this is the truth. But you
Oh.
keep getting in the way. You're so
Nope, I fucked
goddamn
it up.
annoying.
I
was
like
at the
her
scene,
outfit though. Nope.
So I know I'm not wrong. I'm
Nope, I
sorry I
fucked that
kept
up
quiet
too.
till now. I wanted to believe I didn't kill him. But I won't run away from the truth anymore. Because I know what I saw. I was at the scene.
Oh my God.
So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to believe I didn't kill him.
I am so bad at this rhythm
I
game.
won't run away from the truth anymore. Because
I got
know
one
what
of
I
those.
saw. I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now.
It's so hard because I keep having to like translate in my head what the button corresponds to.
Because I know what I saw.
Like Y is triangle.
So I know I'm not
And the X one throws me off every time.
Sorry I kept quiet till now.
I fucked it up.
I didn't kill him.
This is the final blow.
I saw Kokichi drink the antidote.
Pretended to drink the antidote.
It ends here.
The X one will trip me up every time. Because every single time I'm like,
pretended
X!
to drink the antidote.
It's
he
not
didn't
it.
actually drink it.
It's not. Reading that chat will cause you to lose anyway. It's too powerful. Chat is too powerful. It really is. But, Taro, I hope you're well. Welcome in. Sorry, you came in, like, right at the time when it gets, you know, crazy.
He pretended to drink it?
The window not exactly matching the sound. True, yeah, it's hard.
Drinking the antidote was part of his lie.
I see.
Maki could only see so much through the window. She didn't confirm Kokichi drank it. I believe that Kokichi knew this and just pretended to drink the antidote.
Because Kokichi is a little shit.
He gave the antidote
But
to
smart.
Kaito.
A smart little shit.
There's a strong possibility that all of this was done to make Kaito cooperate.
Make him cooperate?
That minigame is always
The
intense.
swapping trick required the victim and culprit to work together.
I mean, I think Kokichi is still a little extra.
Kaito's cooperation was essential to Kokichi's plan. However, I don't think Kokichi would be able to sway Kaito easily.
Nope.
He needed leverage. He gave Kaito the antidote in exchange for his cooperation.
In exchange for his own life, you mean?
Kaito had no choice. He had to cooperate after Kokichi saved his life.
Hmm.
That's just Kaito's character, and Kokichi knew that. He swallowed his pride with the antidote and agreed to participate in Kokichi's plan.
I don't really go to Reddit or 4chan, so I cannot say anything about either of these sites.
I imagine this was all part of Kokichi's plan to confuse us. You wouldn't think that someone would plan their own murder.
You wouldn't.
He went so far as to give up his life just to create this mystery?
Well, he is crazy. I
Only
believe it.
Kokichi could think of something so nefarious. Who else would agree to die just to execute their plan?
Why would he go that far?
He really did. He said, I'm gonna be the ultimate troll and I'm gonna troll Monokuma and that's my goal.
I bet Kokichi was determined to beat me at my own game.
Stares at
no
Nagito
matter
shirt?
what.
What's up? What about it? Isn't it beautiful? Let's admire Nagito for a second. Look at that, man. What a cool dude.
But too bad. Shuichi figured out the truth.
The thing
Are you
is,
sure it's not delusion?
I feel like you could argue about it, Ace, because technically it would be argued that it's what, like assisted? Because somebody helped. It wasn't you doing it to yourself necessarily.
Delusion?
A delusion completely off the mark. To make you think that I died. But who cares what you guys think? This is between me and Monokuma. I don't give a crap if the extras in this game get it right or not.
The extras?
Extras?
That's so
I'm fine with being an
mean!
extra.
Okay, well, Hamiko's fine with it. Never mind.
Huh? Why?
Kokichi could not have activated. Fair point, Tesla, fair point.
If we're just extras, then even if we get it wrong, we won't get killed.
No, I'd still kill.
Oh,
But why? You were being so friendly with
I'd
them.
still kill you all. I accidentally went through it, but
If Monokuma gets it right, then he takes everyone's lives, yeah? But
this
if
is
Monokuma gets it wrong, then
sad.
he'd have no right to take everyone's lives. If Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is, then this killing game can't function anymore.
Can't function anymore.
Kaito, I believe in you.
Oh my god. If you're cooperating with this plan, you must have a reason. To determine that reason, I need to reveal the truth.
I still think Kaito is the culprit. Thinking of it that way makes all the pieces fit. I will show you the truth. The truth you can't deny.
I don't want it to be Kaito. I'm gonna cry. It said no, I'm still don't put Kokichi's words in my mouth. Thank you. But I'm gonna cry. If you know the plan, then why would you reveal the truth? I think because he has to. Stupid shonen protagonist intuitions. Well, if he doesn't reveal it, they're all gonna die. Oh, that's wrong. Never mind. Why was Kokichi dragged? I don't think that's what that. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. That's the first time I've ever gotten one wrong in this minigame. The only antidote. You see what all of what we're saying? What you mean? Hi, Plume. How are you? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Where the? Oh, this goes here. Duh. I'm like, what? I need to place this one. Oh, good. Glad to hear it. I'm trying to figure out where to put this thing. I thought it would be that, but... Because I think I put this here, but I'm guessing this goes here. I don't know. Oh, yeah, it does. Okay. I was like, I don't know where else it could go. I feel like it had to be that panel. What did you get up to today, Plume? How was your day? Okay. Let me see the culprit in the press. Who was put into the hydraulic press last? You're the ultimate troll? Oh, I see. Wait, you're Kokichi live in the flesh? But how? Who actually drank the antidote? This person? Shirtless scene, oh god. This is sad. Assembled the crossbow. That goes there, and now we have everything else. I like this game because it's relaxing, but I have 4 minutes left, so maybe I need to finish it. Okay. Sometimes it's relaxing. I think it's relaxing. The music is nice. Where did the culprit shoot Kokichi? Kokichi's right arm. Maki, look at how cute she is. Kokichi's back. Overtime, or are you gonna save after solving the comment? Wait, what do you mean overtime? No, I meant the minigame. Yeah, the minigame's relaxing. Oh, no, I have 4 minutes left of the game. Like, the actual minigame. Okay. There we go.
This is the truth of the case.
Let's
go over the trick that Kokichi and the culprit created together. Last night.
No, it's okay. You're
saw
fine.
Himiko from the
It
window
just
of
threw
his
me
lab.
off.
She was carrying a black case and heading to the Exisal hangar.
So now we're just gonna go through how it happened.
When
But
she
I'm
reached
still
the hangar,
surprised that it's
she
actually
handed the case to someone
Kaido.
through the bathroom window. That
Can we just
someone
say his
is
name?
the culprit of this case. Locked in the bathroom, the culprit had asked Himiko to bring them a certain weapon,
Why can't we just say their name?
a disassembled crossbow from Maki's lab. The culprit was going to use the crossbow to challenge Kokichi to a fight. Some time passed, and Maki made her way to the hangar.
I
She was
definitely
going
did
to
not
the
predict
hangar to
this
kill
at all.
Kokichi and save the culprit
I
trapped
was
in the
wrong
bathroom.
about this one.
However, the hangar had an electric barrier preventing her from entering. Fortunately for her,
I know, but
she had
I
an
feel like
electro hammer to
I
get
wish
around
in
the
this
barrier.
one they would just say
Get
his
away.
name. I don't know why. Like, that was a rhetorical question. I'm not gonna lie, that's rhetorical, but
disable an exisal.
I wish they would just say
Climbed
his name.
inside. She knew exisals could bypass the barrier, so she got inside one. Around that time, the culprit and Kokichi began their confrontation. While Kokichi was checking up on them, the culprit ambushed him with a crossbow.
I think it would be really hard to predict this at the start of the trial, because so much is revealed during the trial that you don't know, that it's
But
like,
the
how could
culprit
you
didn't
possibly
intend
have
to kill
guessed all of
Kokichi.
it, you know?
They just wanted to disable him.
Because we didn't even see the murder video until the trial. We didn't know any of that stuff until, like, the trial. So I feel like there's no way you could have guessed it. Ha! Okay, Damien, I see. Oh, okay, interesting, Monster. Interesting, good to know. It really was, Draco, I swear. This was a hard one.
That's why the culprit aimed for Kokichi's right arm. If they really wanted to kill him, they would have shot him in his vitals.
Poor Kokichi.
Kokichi reeled from the arrow, and the culprit jumped on him immediately. He didn't want Kokichi to have the chance to summon an exisal with a remote.
Kokichi really just
While they
wanted
were
to fuck
fighting,
with Monokuma.
Something happened that caught them both off guard.
Maki! I just said what? What do you mean?
The shutter of the hangar opened,
Huh?
and an exisal stepped inside.
What do you mean?
Kokichi was definitely not expecting an exisal
I'm
to
confused.
interrupt them. He pulled out his remote in an attempt to control the exisal. But Maki
Feeling
leaped out
bad
of the
for
cockpit
Kokichi.
and shot Kokichi
I
with
feel
the
bad.
crossbow. The arrow hit Kokichi right
It's
in
a
the
little
back,
sad.
and it was no normal arrow. The tip was
I kinda
covered
wish
in
no
a
one
lethal
had to
poison
die,
from
you
my
know?
lab called Strike 9. The poison kills
Shit
slowly.
goes bad
It
for
seems as if
everyone in
Maki
this
wanted
game,
Kokichi to
Plume.
confess
It's
before he
always
died.
bad.
But even with poison in his veins, Kokichi continued to spin his lies.
Very dedicated liar.
When she had had enough, Maki tried to finish him off with another poisoned arrow.
Because she's a queen.
But this time, Maki was the one caught by surprise.
The pun of the poison's name, Strike 9.
To keep Maki from becoming the Blackie, the
Kaido!
culprit used their body to shield Kokichi. The
This is
culprit's
so
left
sad.
arm was struck by a poison arrow.
Do it for her, literally!
Maki remembered that there was an antidote in my lab and immediately ran off to get it.
Oh, this is gonna hurt
The
so
Strike
bad.
9 poison slowly circulated through their systems and would soon kill them both. But in that desperate situation, Kokichi thought up a clever lie. He incorporated this unforeseen event into his plan to help him win the killing game. Or should I say, help him defeat Monokuma. That was
I see.
Kokichi's true objective. It's why he claimed to be the mastermind.
He really did, but also, like, he did
Thinking
so
fast,
much to protect
Kokichi
her.
closed the shutter so that Maki could not re-enter the hangar.
Because, like, if you think about it, if he hadn't accepted the antidote either, and if for some reason Kokichi just decided to spit it out and, like, threaten him with that too, like, Kokichi could have easily been like, well, I'll just die then and frame Maki. Like, I feel like Kaido would have been screwed either way.
Thus, Kokichi's final lie was set into motion.
Like, if you think about it, Kokichi could have been manipulative in more ways than one. Which is super heartbreaking.
When Maki returned with the antidote, she couldn't get back
Kokichi turned
the
into
hangar.
Brokichi. I don't know about that one. She'd just get found out so easily. Yeah. And he could use that against
So she
her.
went around to the
And
hangar
him.
bathroom
Sorry, him.
and passed the antidote through the window.
He had no way out, literally. Because he was literally trying so hard for her not to be the Blackened.
But after the culprit was given the antidote, Kokichi immediately snatched it. Kokichi drank down all of the antidote, while the culprit and Maki watched in horror.
He did all of this
Must have been
poisoned and
panicked,
shot twice.
thinking the
He's
only
built
antidote
different.
was now
You know?
gone.
Kokichi built different.
She believed that the culprit was going to die from her own poisoned arrow. But it was all another one of Kokichi's lies. He had only pretended to drink the antidote.
Like the gremlin would.
Maki tried desperately to break into the hangar, even slashing the control panel. But she couldn't get the shutter to open again. Defeated, she had no choice but to leave.
Aww.
After
But if she
Maki
had
left,
stayed, she would have
Kokichi
witnessed
took out
more.
Another weapon. An electro bomb capable of
Fair
disabling
point, Damien,
communication
that's
devices
fair.
for hours. Kokichi's plan was to use an electro bomb to knock out Monokuma's surveillance cameras. That was why he commissioned Mew to make the bombs in the first place.
Wow.
After detonating an electro bomb, Kokichi coerced the culprit into drinking the antidote. In exchange for the antidote, Kokichi asked the culprit to cooperate with his plan.
Evil.
Kokichi needed to work with the culprit to execute
Joy and
his
me be
final
on
lie.
my team.
Under normal circumstances, the culprit would never have agreed to such a plan. But because the culprit owed him for saving their life, they agreed to Kokichi's request.
This is wild.
Request is a generous term. It was more like blackmail.
We have cake.
In any case, the two are now working together as
Well, Kokichi
accomplices
has his
in an insane
blackmail.
plan. There was a lot to prepare, and not a lot of time. They had
God,
to work
this is
fast.
sad.
If Kokichi died from the Strike 9 poison, the whole plan would be ruined. After fabricating the
They
scene
did
in
a
the
really
bathroom,
great
the
job
culprit
with the
dragged
crime,
Kokichi
but
to
oh
the
my god,
hydraulic
Shuichi's
press.
too powerful.
This is how the swipe pattern bloodstain from the bathroom to the press was created. Kokichi, with the support of the culprit, stood in front of the press's control panel. The two of them were finally ready to execute the insane
It was
mob.
very convoluted, and a lot of the evidence that we needed to solve it was
While
not
Kokichi
until the
was setting up
trial, so
video
it was
camera
kind of
near the
difficult to
hydraulic
figure
press's
out.
Control panel. The culprit laid face up inside the press.
He literally gave his
draping
life to
their
try and
coat
stop
over
the
their
killing game, and
shoulders.
you ruined it by being a nerd. Maybe, but I feel like Monokuma wouldn't have let us like go through it, the trial unscathed.
Then, Kokichi activated the press and the camera's record button at the same time.
Can you imagine Monokuma being like, that sounds good. Yeah, this sounds good.
The press came down slowly.
You're right.
All caught on tape for us to see.
That sounds believable. I feel like you guys did a really good job.
Normally, the safety function would have triggered, but the electro bomb had disabled it. The press got lower and lower, and just as the culprit disappeared from view,
First take had to be perfect. You know what? Ultimate actors, the both of them. Ultimate director and ultimate actor. It did protect Maki from being the blackened, but at what
pause
cost?
button simultaneously. The two then
This is
switched
sad.
places and also switched roles. The culprit and the victim.
I still want to know why Maki said she shot Kaido in the back, though. Why she, like... Or
The
she didn't
would-be
say it,
victim
but she said
became
that
a
he was
culprit
shot in the back. Why'd
and
she say
started
that?
up the press and camera.
That was so weird.
Kokichi had saved the culprit's life because his trick required their cooperation.
I think that was a genuine mistake. I think you're right, because like that had my whole thing. My whole theory was developed around that.
And so, Kokichi was crushed by the press.
No,
and the whole thing was
she
caught on
doesn't
video.
say at the part that both Monster and I are referring to. At that point, she's not saying who she shot because she didn't confess in the first half that she shot anyone. In the first half, what she says is that Kaido's wounds weren't fatal, that he was shot in the back and in the arm, but that his wounds weren't fatal. So after the first half, both Monster and I think, were confused because we were like, wait, the clothes that are consistent with what she said Kaido's wounds would be were Kokichi's clothes. In the first half, she hadn't said that she shot anyone because she hadn't told us that she actually was there and shot people. She didn't tell us that until today. So that's where it like threw us off. That was like my biggest like theory thing. I original idea was to pick either Maki or Kokichi, and then Kaido reveals himself. Ah, I see. But yeah, in this half, she did say she shot Kokichi in the back. But yeah. You were confused at Maki shooting Kaido at all? Well, the only reason why all of us thought that it was Maki after the first half is because we didn't really think about the video or that another electro bomb was used because we hadn't heard her story yet about how the alarm didn't go off. No, Ace, I can promise you it didn't. I can promise you it didn't because it didn't. Can promise it didn't. It just, like, we can check the VOD, sure, but I don't think it did. I really don't.
The culprit's
Hi, Mega
next
Man.
move was
How are
dangling
you?
from the
Welcome.
press, making us think he was the victim. Now alone, the culprit collected the video camera.
It's possible, but like I feel like since both Monster and I had the same assumption, I feel like it was just a genuine like slip up.
And tore the hydraulic press's power cord,
'Cause
so that it could never be raised again.
In Maki's defense, that was also the part that you had to respond to as being like, no, that's wrong. Like, that was the part that you had to, like, flip up. And it said in the text that her, it said in the text beforehand that she was scrambling her words. So I think it was supposed to be that she was messing up on purpose.
This would make it impossible for us to determine the identity of the crushed body.
I also think it was probably meant to throw you off because this was an entirely insane thing. Oh, fair, Mingo, fair.
But there was another reason the victim was killed.
If it's today's VOD, the relevant part might be too scuffed to read the text. Do we need to mention that, though?
It obfuscated the cause of death, making the case that much more difficult to solve. This was all part of Kokichi's plan to create a murder not even Monokuma could figure out. With the press disabled, the culprit returned to the bathroom to flush Kokichi's clothes. Finally, they climbed inside of an exisal to hide and waited with bated breath. And here they are now in this trial, pretending to be Kokichi.
Did a really good job, though.
In order to defeat the true
I swear,
mastermind.
Kaido is literally
And that's it.
best actor.
That's Kokichi's unidentified culprit trick.
Technically,
The
puzzles,
culprit
you
is
could
in
say
that
it now.
It's
Because
Kaito Momota,
we figured,
the
like, this is what it
astronaut.
was. I don't think it's gonna differ that much.
I'm right, aren't I? That's you in there.
Yes, you're
isn't
right.
It, Kaito?
God.
Really? Is it really, Kaito?
This is gonna
I must
hurt.
reluctantly agree with Shuichi's deduction.
Man, Shuichi sure loves his crazy deductions.
He's lying, though.
You're still not gonna admit it?
The last time we were asked to choose, you mean to vote? That would have been
But it's
interesting.
wrong.
I actually do wonder what would have happened.
But
I'm gonna
logically
try that
speaking,
when I
his
replay
deduction
it on the
tracks.
Switch edition.
If it's really Kaito in there, he would have admitted it by now.
Was Shuichi's reasoning wrong somehow?
Did we get to choose who was in there? I can't remember. We probably did. But I think I chose Kaido, didn't I? I thought I had chose Kaido at first. I'm sure that Kaido is inside that exisal. So why is Kaido still fighting me? Is this about Monokuma, or is there another aspect to this?
You claim everything is set, and that's it. You don't have any evidence, do you?
No, you chose Kokichi. But is this the part where he came up in the elevator? Because if it's the part where they came up in the... where he said, like, surprise, nah, during the trial. That was during the trial. When he says, like, okay, we'll bring in the person now, and that they brought in the exisal. And I said, haha, watch it be Kaido or whatever. Or do you mean otherwise? I don't remember. It was something else. Oh, that was more in the middle. I see what you mean. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember what I picked.
You all think the body was switched when the hydraulic
Probably
press
Kokichi
stopped.
if it was in the middle.
But that's just speculation in the end. No evidence to back it up. So if we reverse our reverse way of thinking, then it's likely I didn't do anything, right? It's totally possible that the body switching never happened and Kaito is dead. Not
Yeah, this is
just
a long
possible.
trial. I'm honestly
It's
getting
the
really
actual
hungry.
truth.
Well, it's true. There's no proof that the bodies were switched.
No, we should
And what's
trust
funny
Shuichi's deduction.
is
I'm sure
the
everything will
uptime
be
that we
okay.
have isn't accurate because we were almost streaming for an hour before I had to restart
This
stream.
emotion I've
So,
learned,
rip.
I believe you call it faith. That's what I feel right now.
Nice.
That's right. We have to believe in Shuichi.
This one's hard because
Well, I
there's
don't
not a
care.
lot of evidence or cause of
But
death.
if you guys get it wrong, you'll have to deal with Monokuma.
I won't get it wrong.
What will the results of this voting time be? If Monokuma makes a mistake, he won't be able to execute
It's only
anyone,
5 a.m.
right?
I think that's late for Monster, though.
Then it will be my victory. And that will ruin the entire killing game.
Oh god, ruin? I see, so that's your objective. You mean to ruin the killing game itself. That's why Kaido has been so stubborn all this time. But what does he mean by ruin exactly? Monokuma can do whatever he wants to the rules. How do you ruin something like that? That's good, Monster. I'm glad at least that. What would be the point? Come on, Mono.
Start the voting.
Start the voting already. God, it's early.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
hella
get into
early.
it. Sheesh. Let's proceed with voting time, shall we? Sorry
Oh,
I fell short of your expectations, but I'm pretty sure I won't make any mistakes.
at least we won't have any theatrics in this execution, so at least there's that. Now I know the whole truth and why. I believe in my own logic, and I believe in Kaito. From this point on, it's not about logic. It's about how far I'm willing to go. I believe in you, Kaito, not as a detective, but as Shuichi Sayhara.
Can I just say something? I'd like to have one last conversation before we vote.
You can't vote for Monokuma, otherwise we all would.
There's more to talk about?
No, there
You
isn't.
see, before we vote, there's something I have to say.
Stop.
I just need you all to listen.
Oh my god. What about? Are you kidding me?
All right, let's pin this down. Who is inside that exisal?
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one who died.
You're considering trying to craft a case? That would be cool if you can do that.
And the culprit is Kaito standing right there.
Isn't that correct?
Whoa.
Of course not! I would never die!
I trust Shuichi.
Okay. Kaido's trying to ruin the game. That's why he's hiding the truth. I don't know exactly why. Blah, blah, blah. This is the only way. Everything that we've determined up to now. What if I turned it all in his head? Yes, I need to lie.
All right, let's pin this down. Who is
Hi,
inside that
Jess.
exisal?
Thank you, it
Kaito,
is.
right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one who died. And the culprit is Kaito standing right there.
Isn't that correct?
Whoa.
Of course not!
But what do I lie about?
Never die!
That's rough, buddy.
I gotta figure out.
Shuichi.
Is there only one thing to respond to?
All right, let's pin this down. Who is inside that exisal?
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one who died. And the culprit is Kaito standing right there.
Isn't that correct?
Well, but then what do I lie about?
Of course not!
Kokichi's the one who died.
I would never
I guess I have to lie about the disappearance and say that he appeared. That's the only thing that I can think of, is that I actually saw him.
All right, let's pin this down.
Yeah, I'm
Who
gonna
is
die
inside
probably,
that exisal?
and that's fine.
Kaito, right?
This trial, I got
That's what you said,
screwed
isn't it?
by the button being stuck.
Kokichi's the one.
Oh, I forgot to turn it into a lie. I'm stupid.
All right, let's
I think
pin
I'm just
this
gonna
down.
die here.
Who is inside that exisal?
I don't know if I can turn it into a lie and not die.
That's what you said, isn't it?
No, but it takes your health when you lie. Ah!
And the culprit is Kaito standing right there.
Isn't that correct?
I'm not gonna get it.
Of course. All right, let's pin this down. Who is inside that exisal?
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one.
There we go.
I'll reveal the truth.
Oh my god.
Kokichi, I'm sorry. I just can't lie for you anymore.
That hurt.
What?
Clipping that? Clipping what?
Why?
Ah, the mist sucked.
Why did you say Kokichi? The one in the exisal is...
I'm so sorry, everyone. I've deceived you all.
Huh?
Shuichi's a liar.
The truth is, after we found the crushed body, I saw Kokichi.
You saw Kokichi?
Yes. He threatened me, told me that if I didn't do what he said, he'd kill us all. He wanted me to
I
lie
don't
about
understand
what I saw,
this.
so that the trial would be more interesting. But I can't do it anymore. I can't keep lying like this. I have to tell the truth.
But you're lying right now.
Kokichi isn't dead.
We don't have time to unpack all of that.
Why did you wait until now? to
God.
I'm so sorry, Kibo, but it's true.
You can post it here, Damien. It's okay. I really am sorry, but this is the only way. Kaido is trying to fool Monokuma, trying to ruin the class trial. Thanks for the host, Celestia. Appreciate it. If Kaido is risking his life to do this, then I'll stand by him. I believe in Kaido. I will believe in what he's trying to do. He's not doing this to hurt us. I'm sure he's trying to save us all. If Monokuma wants to rely on my detective word, fine. I'll just lie.
Everyone, please, don't vote for Kaito. There's no doubt about it. Kokichi is in that exisal. He's the culprit.
Hey, Shuichi, I don't know what you're scheming, but as far as I'm concerned, you guys aren't extras at all.
Here we go.
If you guys are wrong, you're gonna have to take your punishments like champs. Got it?
This whole trial has been a huge mindfuck.
We can't vote for Kaito.
Stop it. That's enough.
The way that he said that we can't vote for Kaito. That was the most unbelievable lie in the whole world.
Huh?
It's over.
No,
If you
I
guys
hate
get
it.
it wrong and Monokuma gets it right, then you'll all get punished.
This trial was confusing for me too, but I'm still
There's
bummed
no
that
way
I
I can
died
let that
twice
happen.
because of the button being held down during that one part. That hurt. Fair, fair.
So, it's fine. Let's end this.
I don't want to see his execution.
Kaito!
Oh.
So, it really was you?
My bad for tricking you guys. I'll explain everything. But before that, it's voting time.
No!
Don't get it wrong. I'm definitely the culprit. You got it? I'm the one who killed Kokichi.
Why are you doing this to me?
Kaito, no!
Oh, sad
Just like you to
Shuichi.
figure it all out, Shuichi. You're really something else. So all you gotta do is believe in your reasoning. That's what detectives do.
Zeri! It's pain. This is gonna be very sad vote.
Hey, Monokuma, let's hurry up and get this vote started.
I'm sorry, Kaido.
Well said. Let's get this started then. The heart-racing excitement as the black.
I like how the mono cubs are also just dead.
It's voting time!
Kaido knew we would die if we got it wrong. It's Ryoma. No, I'm just kidding. This hurts.
It seems the voting has finished. Now then.
Well, it shouldn't
see
take
the
long. There's not many of us. Are we having fun? Yeah, we're having fun, but I'm in pain.
Who'll be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
He knew he had to vote for himself. I think Kokichi had just run his course, but this makes me really sad. Wait, what are you sorry for? Why are we sorry? You don't gotta be sorry. This is when it hurts right now. I had to retry like twice. This was hard. Oh, but thank you. I appreciate it. Still got an A. That trial was hard. Monokuma wasn't sure, but the thing is we kind of proved who did it with evidence. There was enough evidence to convict Kaido. The killing game is not broken. Well, if the culprit's gonna confess, then I guess even morons can't screw this up. The Blackened who killed Kokichi Oma is Kaido Momoda. You all got it right. Maki! So you all got it right, huh? Even Shuichi and Maki Roll voted for me. What a relief. Well, I knew you guys wouldn't get it wrong. Welcome back, boss. Thanks, Riku. This was hard.
But you know...
But man, was it hard to act like Kokichi the whole time. I mean, sure, he wrote most of his lines.
Jeez.
Seriously, look at this huge script. He wrote the whole thing. It's even got a bunch of alternate lines for different events, too.
Huh.
But even so, I still had to ad-lib. You guys couldn't tell though, huh?
Come
Wholesome.
on, man.
Don't look so sad. You guys got it right. It's all good. Why did you kill Kokichi? You were against the killing game, so why did you kill him? I believed that you absolutely wouldn't do such a thing. Maki, was she protecting Kaido or just believing in him like me?
That's right.
I bet you Kokichi had multiple scripts written the whole time. I don't know. I'm gonna keep going for a little bit until we finish the chapter, Agent. Yeah, I should explain. Most of it's just like Shuichi said.
After Kokichi pretended to take the antidote, he gave it to me.
It is, Veromi, it is. Then he told me I had to cooperate with his plan.
Hey!
Plan? What plan? I've been thinking this whole time of a plan to throw the mastermind off guard.
What?
Throw them off guard? What are you talking about? You're the mastermind. I don't know. I don't think there's any way Kokichi could have known that Kaido would make it this far. Oh, that was a lie. I only pretended to be the mastermind.
What?
Pretended? You all fell for it. But you know, I prepared a bunch of stuff. Like this remote control. I had Miyu make it. The mysterious message in the courtyard, using Gonta and making him a murderer. Oh, that's fucked up. All that preparation was just to make you guys think I was the mastermind.
What?
What the hell? Why'd you do all that? The reason why I pretended to be the mastermind was to end this boring killing game.
Huh?
Yeah, that's a big hunch, because you have to rely on everyone else, you know? Like, you have to rely on every other person. Oh, since the whole from before seeing the outside part fair. To end it? That was fucked up. I thought if I showed you the despairing truth, you guys wouldn't want to go outside anymore. I thought it would end the killing game, but instead, this happened. I'm gonna die by Maki's hands. Why do you think this happened? Why do you think Maki tried to kill me? Why do you think the killing game started again?
What?
Why? Because the true mastermind instigated it. I'm certain of it. They made a move without us noticing. Man, thanks to that, everything is ruined.
Hold on!
The true mastermind instigated it? So Tsumugi. Okay. So whoever that person is, they also instigated Maki's actions too? Yeah, they probably tried to eliminate me because I pretended to be the mastermind. What? My actions were instigated by the true mastermind? Kokichi is serious this time, yes. But that can't be. The reason I decided to kill Kokichi was because I remembered the truth from the flashback light.
Could it be...
Maybe making you remember the truth was what the mastermind wanted. What? Maybe the true mastermind had us use the flashback lights so we would target Kokichi as a remnant of despair.
Which means...
So the flashback light itself was the true mastermind's trap all along. They expected us to target Kokichi once we remembered he was a remnant of despair.
Okay.
Kokichi certainly expected it. That's why he talked about the true mastermind. But even so, this is all rather convenient for the true mastermind. The person claiming to be the mastermind just so happened to be a remnant of despair. We're all students of Hope's Peak Academy, and our fates are tied to the remnants of despair. I never would have imagined that fate would bring us to Kokichi's murder. It just plays too nicely for the true mastermind. I didn't know about the flashback light. Guess that's another mystery for you.
I mean...
Anyway, like I was saying...
You know...
Then who is this true mastermind? Who knows? I don't know either.
But...
What are the remnants of despair? They were a terrorist organization in the world before where we're located, like on Earth before it was all gone. But it doesn't matter. We can't lose. This game is pointless unless you win. What you thinking about, Plume? That's why I thought of a special plan. When I'm on the verge of losing, my plan will help me win.
Huh?
I don't really get it, but is this plan to throw off the mastermind? Well, it's not that difficult. Kaido, I need you to kill me. Ooh.
What?
Just trying to follow this all. There's a lot.
I mean...
The plan was to make a case where the victim was unknown. And then trick Monokuma into thinking I was the victim so he'd mess up. If he ruled that either Makiro or Kokichi were the blackened, then I'd show myself and Monokuma's ruling would be invalid. And if Monokuma's ruling was invalid, the killing game would end.
But...
That's what I'm most curious about. What makes you think it would end?
That's right.
Yeah, I asked Kokichi about that myself. Why would Monokuma care if he messed up on who the blackened was? And this is what he said.
Well, you know.
Even if it's Monokuma or the true mastermind, they can't break the rules as they please. Being unfair like that isn't allowed.
Hold up.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Death games are meant to be watched. If no one was watching, there would be no reason to be such a stickler about the rules. There would be no point in making this a game in the first place.
But
Monokuma's been a stickler about the rules and about making the game interesting. That's why he agreed to my plan in the virtual world. Which means Monokuma is aware that someone is watching us. Interesting. I don't think Monokuma would be fair, though. I feel like he still would have taken it out on the group no matter what. In which case, I have no doubt that this death game is being shown to someone. Me!
What did you say?
So this is some kind of show? But who would be watching? We're the only people left alive, aren't we?
Yeah.
Hunger Games, baby. That's right, the flashback light is the reason we even remember that.
Ah.
Aliens. It's for the aliens. But Kokichi might have been right. Why have a death game if no one's watching? True, Zaika, that's fair. I wasn't sure about it at first, but after this class trial, there's no doubt. Monokuma can't do whatever he wants. He's bound by the rules of the game. That's why he couldn't afford to get the culprit wrong. Why he relied on Shuichi. It was Maki, boss. Maki found it.
Yeah.
I believe. It's just like Kokichi said. If this game's rules matter so much, someone's watching. A death game is made to be watched. If that's true, then who? Who is watching this?
Hey, what's this all about, Monokuma?
I guess that's a good point, Mango, yeah. Is this killing game really a show for someone? Who can say? Why won't you tell us? We were friends during the trial.
You guys.
Honestly, I was just happy you guys cooperated with me.
Well.
Humans love to help. They jump at any opportunity to extend a helping hand.
Well then.
Then here's another question. Who are you really? If Kokichi, a remnant of despair, is not the mastermind, then who's the true mastermind? Is it another remnant of despair like him? I'm not gonna spill the beans on a perfect to-be-continued cliffhanger like that. They really were played like a fiddle.
Why are you just too cute?
What? Huh? Really?
Hey.
I understand Kokichi's plan, but why did you agree to work with him, Kaido? Why did you agree to kill Kokichi? Because he saved your life? You should have just ignored him. He's better off dead anyway. It was kinda hard to ignore such an annoying guy. Good point. What?
Jeez.
I wonder how far ahead he planned this evil scheme of his.
What?
Yeah, but killing you?
Don't screw
What are you
around.
talking about? You want me to kill you? I figured you'd react like that. But are you sure you're okay with that? Because if this poison kills me, then Maki would become the blackened. What did I say? And her crime would be exposed so easily. If that happened, then Maki and I would have died for no reason, right? Which is just what the true mastermind expects. What? That's playing dirty. So that's why you gave me the antidote. I am the ultimate supreme leader. There are no depths I won't seek to. Even if I have to sacrifice myself. That's dedication to your plan. Anyway, this is our chance. Our chance to end this killing game.
Ruin this
That's
killing
why
game.
you have to kill me, so we can win and ruin this killing game. Mehehe. We'll bring the true mastermind and everyone who's watching. You hate being right about these weird games? It's okay.
I'm
They're
Gon,
crazy.
and I'm Killua, and this is our Hunterpedia. Today we're
Kokishi's
talking
faces
about
are
a dumb
messed up.
bitch. Dumb bitch. That's you.
He's definitely not a coward. Then everyone who died can rest in peace. Ah, crap. I'm gonna die soon. Can we get this started already?
Damn.
I don't like any of the faces that he does when they're super creepy. You're seriously crazy, dude. But you know, I wasn't boring, right? No, you weren't. Oh, I didn't realize he was saying that when I said it. God, then he blackmailed you by using me?
Nah.
No, I agreed to his plan once I heard the words ruin this killing game. Don't lie. Don't you dare fucking lie.
Jeez.
He was crazy, but they let him come up with some crazy plans. And we needed a crazy plan in order to stand a chance against Monokuma. I don't think it'll be the last time we see his face, Dao, but hopefully it's the last time we see his crazy faces. I bet on that. I didn't have any other choice, because I'm out of time.
What?
Time?
Could it be...
Kaido, you mean your health?
What are you talking about?
But you said you were fine. You told me not to worry about it any.
My bad.
That was a lie.
Huh?
A lie? Yeah, it's pretty bad. Honestly, I'm at my limit just talking. No, it can't be.
But you know...
But I gotta wonder how this happened. I don't remember at all. In my memories, I was fine during the medical exam for my training. If he was fine during the medical exam, then that means he got sick.
Could it be...
This might be the virus.
What?
Virus?
If I remember correctly...
One of the plagues that caused our planet to crumble. A virus carried by meteorites that spread across the globe. He is a very interesting character, but he is also kind of a little fucker. A very interesting character, but a little fucker, nonetheless. Hope's Peak Academy, along with the rest of the planet, was in danger of extinction. It does hit very differently. Even though we had come so far and triumphed over so much despair, we were almost wiped out in an instant.
Could it be...
This must have had something to do with the virus. He's your little fucker? Oh my god. Kaido didn't use the flashback light, so we might not remember it. But weren't we supposed to be immune? We were selected because we didn't...
Well...
Perhaps the virus was dormant when you were selected for the Gopher Project. Oh.
To tell you the truth...
You could have been infected the whole time, showing no symptoms until very recently. Oh!
What did you say?
This is just getting worse. It's relating more to COVID every bit we go. He's a little shit with the heart of gold. He does not really have a heart of gold. He tricked Gonta, okay? That doesn't scream heart of gold to me.
What?
Kaido is infected with the virus? But how could that be?
Jeez.
I don't know what we're talking about, but I guess I'm pretty screwed, huh? I can't believe that Danganronpa V3 predicted the future. Are you guys ready for the meteorites? Let's go. Poggy Woggy. Well, I knew this was coming. That's why I agreed to Kokichi's plan. It's not 2 years long, thank goodness. So Heart of Gold? No!
But you know...
When I found out about that plan, I thought it was pretty awesome.
Hey, so...
Kokichi left me with the whole outline of it. I freaked out when I read it. It was a pretty good plan. I thought we might be able to trick Monokuma. But I knew Shuichi would see through it right in the end.
Huh?
What?
Well done.
At this point, they might as well hit us. Let's go. And that's exactly how it went. Nice job, Shuichi. You're really something.
Well then.
Kaido, did you?
That's right.
Yeah, I knew you guys would figure everything out.
Got it.
That's why I was able to get on board with Kokichi and lie to you like that. Even if I messed up during the trial, I knew Shuichi'd see the truth.
That's my sidekick.
It's a big coincidence. I can't believe Spike Chunsoft caused COVID. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Spike Chunsoft, I love you. Don't hate. Just what I'd expect from my sidekick.
Why?
If you knew I'd see through it, why?
Then,
If you knew it was pointless from the start, then you shouldn't have gone that far.
Nah.
Nah, it wasn't pointless. It ended up being a huge success.
What does that mean?
Why?
I mean...
Because of this plan, and Kokichi pretending to be the mastermind, we got closer to the true mastermind's lair. Behind this truth, there's gotta be a hint that leads to the real truth.
Huh?
The real truth?
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. That's why I gave Kokichi his life.
But...
No, please, Puzzles! Don't jinx me like that! You talk as if he was your partner, when you hated him so strongly before.
What?
Oh, I hate his guts. Honestly, I'm still pissed off at him. He made us go through so much crap to the end, and not even beyond that. No, even beyond that, he was a lying sack of shit. You tell him! I would have said little fucker, but you know what? To each their own. It's getting harder to breathe, so please, can you...
Hey, so...
Hey, can I ask one thing? You want to ruin this killing game, but... It was to save his own life? But, I'm sorry. Are we saying that it's fair to throw someone completely innocent under the bus to save your own skin? Like, I could understand if he tried to, like, frame Miyu and have Miyu kill somebody else because Miyu was gonna kill him and made himself unavailable. But he bloodied Gonta's hands. He chose the most pure person's hands to bloody. And for that, I can never forgive. Like, he could have manipulated anybody else, but he chose Gonta. He chose Gonta. And that hurts. That hurts. Because Gonta was like the purest being. Why? He was the most gullible, but it's so mean. Like, it's so mean. You kept saying how fun this game was. That was a lie, obviously. How could a game that you're forced to play be fun? Quickest person to manipulate? True. It's so true, but that's why I feel like it's so sad, because, like, Gonta doesn't know any better. Post Danganronpa support group, we're gonna need it. I had to think this game was fun to survive. I had to lie to myself.
Huh?
You little... The bastards who created this game to toy with our lives, and the shits enjoying it. They all piss me off. He lied to himself. He reminds me of Envy from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's why I'm willing to do whatever it takes to end this game. Kokichi walked so everyone could run. Ooh, that's a tricky one. Kokichi said that? That could have been a lie too. He probably just said it so I'd cooperate with him. Was it really a lie? I think his dying words may have been the honest truth.
It's a lie! No, it's definitely a lie. He's not the type to shed real tears.
True, he's a gremlin, but he did it for a reason. Call him a little fucking sack of shit. Thank you, Plume, I agree. Boss, yeah.
But
I wonder which one it is. A lie or the truth? Wait, easiest to manipulate and literally everyone to show them Ohio? Wait, what do you mean? All Gonta did was Gonta got shown the outside world, thought it was too bad, and got convinced by, manipulated by Kokichi into believing that everyone should be murdered and spared. Because Gonta never wanted to hurt anyone at first. I feel like that is defending Kokichi a little too hard. Personally. But that's how I feel. Nobody wanted to hurt anyone at first. No, but I mean, like, every time Gonta was put into a... Yeah, Kyo did, actually. Kyo definitely did. And Miu planned to kill Kokichi. But, like, I feel like Gonta never truly wanted to hurt anyone. Like, he did not go out thinking, I need to kill Miyu to save everybody. Like, he was definitely coerced by Kokichi to do it. And Kokichi has, on several occasions, admitted that he manipulated Gonta. So, like, I get it. He's the easiest person to manipulate, but I don't think that justifies what Kokichi did at all. And that's one of the reasons why, as great a character I think Kokichi is, I will always hold taking advantage of Gonta and Gonta's kindness against him. He took advantage of someone who really didn't know any better and used that against them. And that's just wrong. Like, I just, nope. I don't like it. That's one of the major things I don't like about Kokichi. But he's fun. Fair, Damien. I think that's fair. But maybe that's what lying is all about. Good point, too, Black Tiger. Yeah, Kyo sucked. I'm sorry. I liked Kyo until we found out his motive. The truth is in the eye of the beholder, huh? I agree, boss. He's a really well-written villain, which is why it's hard for me not to like him, but I can never forgive him for Gonta. Kokichi was the very embodiment of a lie. That pretty much wraps up my explanation. Now, finally, I need to apologize to Shuichi.
Huh?
What? Me?
I mean...
To be honest, I was jealous of you.
Huh?
Jealous.
That's right.
Because you were always saving us, you know? Your detective skills kept us alive. You were just way too cool, and I got frustrated. So that's why I was so harsh on you. My bad.
That's wrong.
No. Kaido, that's not
Hey.
true. I was only so confident because you were there for me, Kaido. When you made me your sidekick, you said that you'd take the responsibility. And that's why I can do all this. If you didn't talk to me back then, even now, I'd be... Kaido?
Kaito! What?
Kaido, are you okay? How can I be okay? I'm about to die.
Okay.
You sure are, bucko, 'cause it's punishment time. Punishment? I won't let you.
I won't let you kill him.
Oh?
You planning to get in my way? You know what'll happen if you do that, don't you?
So what?
I don't think so, boss. Monokuma would never let that happen. I don't care what happens. I plan to kill you anyway from the start.
Indeed.
Yes, I've been determined to fight back for a while now. No, stop.
Kaito!
Kaido, I can't. I can't let you die, Kaido.
That's it!
I don't care if you're sick. I don't care if you're dying. I won't let Monokuma touch you. Okay.
What was that?
What's so funny?
Hey!
Oh, just thinking about life and how irreplaceable it is. Know what I mean?
Huh?
What? When a life ends, those closest to it mourn. But you could somehow recycle that life. Then those closest to it wouldn't need to mourn anymore, right?
That's
If
nice.
we could recycle life, the world would be filled with hope. That's my
Hey.
point. What are you talking about?
Hey!
All right, kids, time for your grand re-entrance. Huh?
Rise and shine, Earth Sign! With our powers combined, we are the Monocubs!
Is all that remains of a once powerful nation.
I hate these fuckers! God.
Now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure.
Huh?
I'm in pain. I'm Monotaro. No matter how you read it or spell it or say it, I'm still Monotaro. What the? That's totally a lie.
By the way,
It's gone, Mango! It's gone. What the hell's going on? I could have swore there was more of you chumps before.
hell yeah!
Fuck if I know. Let's destroy Monodam now. This sad sack is bumming me the fuck out. Monodam kick his ass. Only one of them is cool. Yeah, Monodam. What the? Weren't all the Monocubs completely destroyed? Those old Monocubs were destroyed. These Monocubs are the latest model. No, Plume, they suck. They're awful. They still got their factory settings, so in a way, it's like they're brand new characters. But who cares? Now that my cubs are back, I'm not lonely and miserable anymore. Yeah, but I'm miserable. I'm miserable. If you can find one, I will get it. Thank you, Riku. You brought them back on a whim like that? You guys are just as replaceable. Maybe not as replaceable as the Monocubs. But finding other people to participate in this killing game is easier than you might think. Finding other people?
Oh well.
Rip Zyko. Pour one out for Zyko. I got no idea what's going on or what any of this means, but that's right.
Hell yeah!
We're so fucking lovable and shit. Except Monodam, of course. Why is this guy such an asshole? Who hurt you?
Hey!
I'm gonna pretend I didn't read what you said, Damien. I'm just gonna not acknowledge. I wanna live my life in peace. Do you know what else this means? Now that the Monocubs are back, I've got my Exisol and entourage protecting me again. Still want to defy me now? This is bad. If you got the Exisols again.
Shut up.
So what?
I won't let you kill him.
Okay, Queen. You kill him. It doesn't matter. I won't let you kill Kaito. I'll fight until the end. Hi, Aruto! Stop. Even if you fight the Exisols, you'll just get killed, damn it. The remote control and the last Electro Bomb were crushed in the press. No, I won't give up. Maki roll, enough already. I've never... Good morning, Aruto. Are you ready to cry? I've never felt this way before. I've always fought to kill, but this is the first time I fought to protect someone.
Huh?
Me too, Draco!
I'm Gone! And I'm Killua! And this is our Hunterpedia! Today we're talking about a dumb bitch! Dumb bitch. That's you!
Thanks, Aruto. And I've never been given a nickname like Maki Roll before either.
What?
She does not! And I've never met someone as stubborn as you before. And I've never... fallen for someone before. No!
What?
I hate this game right now. Maki, I don't want this to end. I just don't.
I won't let you kill him.
Oh, her tears! That's why I won't let you kill Kaito. I absolutely won't let you. Eruto, you need to just hide your eyes. Hi, Ryaka, welcome.
My bad.
Maki-roll, I'm sorry, but that's not an option. I don't have as much time left as you think. I'm fighting just to stay standing. It is a sad time, but welcome in, Ryaka. How are you doing? But I asked you before, what's your enemy? Before you hated yourself so much, you didn't even like yourself a little. And wasn't that the reason you tried to distance yourself from others? Wow, that's really relatable. That hurts.
That's right.
You decided that you didn't deserve to have friends, didn't you? Ow. That was your enemy.
Don't worry about it.
But not anymore, huh? You're alright now. He is! That's why it's so sad. Why is he drooling grape Fanta? He's bleeding. You fell for a guy like me. Now you can learn to like yourself. Thanks for the host, Black Tiger.
Come on, man.
No! That's so sad! Can't you send me off with one last smile?
I believe in you.
You guys too. I'm not gonna allow any tears. Send me off with a bang.
Okay.
Alright, Kaido, I won't cry.
I'll endure it.
Me too. I'm gonna hold it in. Yeah, I'll endure it. I don't trust you. I can't cry, even if I wanted to. Sorry about the wait, Monokuma. You can go ahead and start now.
Okay.
Can do.
Dong dong dong.
My first punishment time. I've never seen one before.
Hey.
This is becoming really painful. But let me just say this to the true mastermind controlling Monokuma.
Get ready.
You better get ready. My friends aren't gonna lose to you. That's all.
Please.
I'll leave the rest to you guys. End this ridiculous killing game. We'll end it, so please don't worry.
Shuichi.
Never forget you're not alone. You have friends. Don't try to do everything by yourself, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, Kaido. Okay.
The impossible is
Don't
possible.
forget, the impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Kaido. No, she looks so sad.
Maki roll.
How long are you gonna cry? You should smile.
Sorry.
I can't. That's impossible. I can't. Of course, my bad for making you cry like that. This hurts.
All right.
Samugi is not my friend. I don't trust her. Then let's end this with the bang. Okay, remember the rules. During the execution, no sound redeems. No sound redeems, and if you use one, you get timed out for the rest of stream. So no sound redeems during the execution.
Kaito Momota,
A
Luminary of the
special
Stars.
punishment suited to the Luminary of the Stars.
Okay.
You don't gotta tell me. I'm excited to get this started.
Get
I'm
ready.
not. Oh yeah? Well, screw you. I'm not gonna die the way you want. Only after. Yes, only after. I'm already really sad. so sad. He died from his virus, not the execution. He literally kept his promise. Kept his promise to not die the way that Monokuma wanted him to. But it's still so sad.
Right?
Kibo, are you okay? You got hit by that debris when you
Well...
I'm fine. More importantly...
Hey!
What's the matter, Monokuma? Upset that Kaido won? What do you mean Kaido won?
Because
he died before the end of your punishment. Kaido didn't die from your execution. Thank you for the hugs. It's really sad. That's right. Kaido wasn't killed by you.
Yeah.
It's Kaido's victory. We lost. Kibo looks not okay. I don't know if he meant to do it, but he certainly went out like a stubborn jackass. Well, whatever. It's not like this is the end of the killing game, so it's fine.
What was that?
It's not over.
Hell yeah!
No shit.
Hey.
Thanks all. Ain't it written in the school regulations?
That's right.
The killing game will go on until there's just one blackened or two spotless. School regulations. So you're gonna follow the regulations, huh? The only reason you want rules is because you're showing this to someone.
Well...
Kokichi died, Eruto, yeah. I just want an entertaining killing game, but you're certainly entitled to your opinion.
That's wrong.
That's enough. Enough of your bullshit, Monokuma. I made a promise to Kaito. I will end this killing game.
That's it.
And to give Kaito's death meaning, I swear I will keep my promise.
You're right.
Yeah, we're not gonna let anyone else die. Oh, thanks, Riku. I'm trying. Who's even gonna play that game anymore? It's already over. You could cut this tension with a knife. What's everyone talking about anyway?
Well, actually...
Feels like we stumbled into the last act. I don't know what's happening at all.
Pops!
Yo, Pops, fill us in. We want to help you out. Oh, Monosuke's acting nice. He's sucking up for brownie points.
They're so cute.
I just can't help myself around you cute little cubs. Gather round, kids. I'll spend a whole month telling you about what you missed. A whole month? Won't that take longer than the whole chapter? I'll tell you all about it while I smother you with hugs and kisses. You did miss a long trial. You kids go on home and wait for me. Go on ahead and wait for me at home.
So long. Farewell.
God, thank goodness they're gone, though. I hate the Mono Cubs. Besides Mono Dam, anyway. Why did I stay behind? Because I want to give you all a reward for working so hard. We don't want it. Just go away. I don't know where you got the idea that this killing game can be stopped. There's nothing a participant can do to end this killing game. No way, nah-uh. This game is gonna keep going and going for a long time. During his ranting, Monokuma took out.
Huh?
Yeah, Plume, I agree. This game is a little scary. A flashback light? Oh. Automatically did it. What did you just do? What? Was that a flashback light just now?
Could it be?
Is it broken? I don't feel like I remembered anything. This flashback light has a special effect. You'll remember soon enough. You'll remember that despair is the only choice you have. And that hope doesn't exist here at all. The killing game will never end. And then Monokuma left. He declared that this killing game would continue. He declared that there is no hope. Did we even forget anything, though? And after all that, I honestly don't remember how we got back. It took all I had just to accept the reality that Kaido was gone. And not just Kaido, Kokichi too. Someone we all trusted, and someone none of us trusted. We lost them both. But it wasn't all for nothing, because we're drawing ever closer to discovering the true mastermind. Kibo! The killing game will never end. Never ever. As long as I'm around, it'll never end. It'll repeat over and over and over. Why would I let something this fun ever end? I want to have more fun. As long as it's fun, we have to keep doing it. That's just supply and demand. Yeah!
Such despair.
Later that night, I found myself standing in that one spot in the courtyard. The place where Kaido and I would train together. My heart felt crushed, all the loss and guilt and helplessness sinking in my chest. But still, I stood there. Well, what are you doing?
Ah!
Maki. Hey. So, you came too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Maki, I'm sorry. What? For what? I was the one who drove Kaido in the corner. Just like Kaede, I ended up betraying everyone important to me. It's all my fault. Well, are you feeling lonely?
Huh?
Hey, are you lonely now that Kaido is gone? Okay, puzzle, sounds good. They can feel you. Didn't she, like, die? Well, Dave? Hold the phone.
Okay.
Yeah, lonely. I feel so lonely and so sad. I don't know what to do. I can't say I know anything past this point, because I don't, obviously. The only reason I'm still alive right now is because of Kaido. If he hadn't been my friend, I would be... That's right. Yeah, I would say spoiler tag it puzzles just in case.
You smell that?
Me too.
It smells like little
I
bitch
can't
in
remember
here.
the last time I ever cried that hard. I wonder how long it's been. Okay, but I won't cry anymore. I'm sad, but I'm grateful to Kaido.
Huh?
Okay. Grateful? Yeah. I want to tell him that rather than being sad or lonely, I'm grateful to him. That's why I won't cry anymore. I'm not going to wallow in pity. We would never forget about you, Bernadetta. I want to show him how much I appreciate all the things he did.
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's the same for me. I want to show my appreciation too. I'm sure that our friends who have passed on don't want to see us miserable. Thanks. Yeah. Ah, so you guys were here after all.
Yeah.
I don't trust you!
Jeez.
I knew you guys would be here because I cast a spell to find you.
Ah.
Sumugi, Himiko. If you don't mind, can we join you in your training? I mind.
Huh?
I'll train you all from the ground up so we can end this killing game together.
Huh? We're going to end this together?
Yeah.
I just don't trust her! I don't! Himiko and I promised Kaido.
Okay? Yeah, we're gonna do what we promised and work together to end this killing game.
All right.
I would leave her alone if she left me alone. Maybe she should do it. We can't afford to lose to despair.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want to slander her. I just don't trust her. Monokuma said that there's no hope anywhere. But he's wrong. There is hope. My friends are my hope. Oh, Himiko. Kaido said it best. I'm not alone. How can I be mad at her? I'm not mad at her. I don't trust her. I don't trust her. She's trying her best to be helpful. I don't have to trust her. That's right. I have friends. Not just my friend here, but also friends who have died. They all gave us their hope, too. That's why I'm going to live. I want to live for everyone who died. I don't even know if I could respectfully have that title, Draco. Despair cannot defeat me. I will hold on and survive no matter what. Isn't she also, like, in high school, though? Thank you, Kaito.
Let your sweat wash away all your sadness, fear, worry, and hardships. Just start moving your body and your pain will become memories before you know it.
Then you should train too.
Well,
He
I don't have
should.
anything to worry about. 'Cause, I mean, I'm Kaito Momota, Luminary of the Stars.
Hey! No fair, Kaito!
He was sick, though.
Hey!
Oh, by the way. What happened to Kibo? Do you know where he went?
Huh?
Kibo? I don't know. What is that guy off doing? I don't think a robot really needs to do any training. But the rest of us are here. I kinda wish he'd come too. What happened to Kibo anyway? Kibo cutscene?
It's quiet. Too quiet. And yet, this silence is quite refreshing.
Yeah, I know he got hit, but why is he like not... Is he okay?
I used to hear my inner voice with perfect clarity. It would fill me with the power of hope. Guide me. I can't hear it anymore.
Oh
All
no.
I hear now is silence. That silence means my will is now my own.
Oh.
Even if despair is all we have to choose. Even if hope no longer exists, I will never give in to despair. I will end this. No matter what, I will force this to end.
Okay.
This school, this ultimate academy for gifted juveniles, is steeped in despair.
Oh my god?
And I will destroy it.
Yeah, I do remember that. I just didn't expect it to have this type of effect, you know? I didn't really expect that a strand of hair was holding him back that much. I don't know. That is a lot of power. No! I don't want it. I'm sad. Give it to Maki and have her, like, cry again? I mean, I would, but I don't want to cry. Like, I don't want her to cry. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, that was a long one. The cowlick is the power dampener, but then how come Shuichi's awakened? How come Shuichi's awakened when his appeared? Like, it's crazy. Some people's powers are held back. Some people's powers are, like, all up in there, you know? It's weird. But thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'm gonna end the stream here because it's almost 9 o'clock and I need to rest. I need to eat dinner. I haven't eaten yet. Thank you for dealing with me throughout all of the tech issues. I really appreciate all of the support during those. Thank you for supporting me even when I was dumb bitch energy and I kept missing things and almost died at 1 HP.
Kinda smell. What the?
Like a baka. But yeah, thank you all very much. Have a good night. Have a good day. I'm glad that you all had fun. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for everything. You guys are always really supportive and really sweet. So thank you. Thank you so much. I do have one thing to announce while we're on stream. I'm actually going to be rescheduling Thursday's stream, which is Near Replicant, most likely to Friday at 6 p.m. I think is the 5 or 6 p.m. Yeah. We're probably going to do Near Replicant on Friday. The reason is because,
I'm Gone! And I'm Killua! And this is our Hunterpedia! Today we're talking about a dumb bitch! Dumb bitch. That's you!
God damn it. But I'm doing that because I actually have to hang out with my mom on Thursday. I could do tomorrow if people really wanted to watch it on Wednesday, but it would be Wednesday or Friday. One or the other. One or the other. I just have to reschedule it to one to the other. Thanks, Saruta. Have a good night. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. It's just going to be one or the other. I could do a poll tonight. It's one or the other for these little guys. These hands here. I got to rest them. Otherwise I would. I totally would. But I got to give myself a day off, like, in between, you know? Normally I would raid someone, but I think I'm going to end the stream here just because I'm very tired. And I always feel bad if I raid and then I have to leave. So we're just going to let auto host take care of it. But I love you all. Thank you for being here and supporting me through all the craziness. I'm really sad and I don't know what's going to happen on Sunday. But yeah, I guess we're going to see. Good night, everybody. I'm going to play a song because Kaido always says to people that they're not alone and that they should rely on their friends. So as I leave, I'm going to play one of my favorite songs that I'm going to give you guys a fun fact about me. My favorite Final Fantasy game is Final Fantasy IX. And my if I ever get married, the song that I want to play when I walk down the aisle is this song. And that'll be the song that we go offline to, and it's called Not Alone. But yeah. Enjoy. But yeah. Thanks for hanging with me. Have a good night. This song is the best and this game is the best, Plume. Absolutely. But yeah, catch you guys later. See you either tomorrow or Friday, but I'll see you then. Good night. I want to jam out to the song now, but I'll catch you later. Bye-bye. Love you all.
Activating combat mode.